what if your so-called woman come home and say she got the chip? All right, her and all the kids got chip. You know, your mom or your dad come home and say they got the chip. You feel what I'm saying? So you know, you got to be ready to leave everything. All right, and that's not talking so-called physically, mentally. Just detach yourself from this world. It's hard for you to cut it off, man. All right. Well, it's a bridge. You know that how they say don't cut your bridges. Well, the bridge that you build is all complicated. A bridge should be simple. You know, one point to another. That's the fastest, shortest distance between 2 points is a straight line. Yep. You know what I'm saying? When you go angles and you make, you know, different circles, you're making the bridge a lot more longer than it actually is. So the shortest distance between 2 points is a straight line. So be not entangled. Don't cut your bridge in, because you may need to go back and, you know, you never know who you may need or who the Lord may use to minister unto you, man. Okay? So that's using wisdom. All right? But we looking for and hastening as if the Lord was, that should be your mind frame. You feel what I'm saying? Any day now the Lord could be returning. Go ahead.
Going back to 2 Peter chapter 3, verse 12. Look at the Lord, we're in that.
Okay? We all looking forward to escape that second death with fervent heat, man. And we so close to those times, man. The nations are getting angry and mad at the horde. Okay? Remember Elder Tahar did that video recently where pretty much America already said that they was going to sanction the European allies if they continue with that Russian oil pipe deal. Now, that oil pipe is under the water, okay, and it's damn near 800 miles long. So imagine how much manpower, technology, time, and money was put into putting that deal together, man. Then all of a sudden you tell me, hey, say if I continue on with that, you're gonna put sanctions on me. I thought I'd put all hard work into all this shit, man. You know, that's like you building a house. No, you can't move into that house. You know, or else we gonna, you know, pretty much restrict you from, you know, things. So that's what they do when they sanction. They cut off certain access to resources and money. All right. So as soon as you get done building that house, they say, no, you can't go into that. Revelation 17. All right. You know what I'm talking about, like towards the end.
So it's saying bad return on investment. Anybody be pissed if they don't get their return on investment.
Yeah.
This is let me well, I'll just get to the point, verse 16. This is Revelation 17. Yeah, 17 and verse 16. And the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the horde.
All right, the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, they shall hate the horde. All right. You originally only had 10 original countries within that region, man. All right. Now it's like 12 stars of oil. You got to convert your currency into US dollars. Okay? That's what you have to do. Convert your money into US dollars if you want to buy oil from Saudi Arabia. So what all countries are trying to do is pretty much escape or find a go around to evade the US dollar so they don't have to use it, man. And then that makes sense as to why the United States told them if they do that. Because we already know y'all trying to find some other source of oil. You know, that's a separation right there. They already plotting, already know. Because why would the European nations, if they so good with America, if they want America to thrive, they cool with America, why would they want to get another source of oil? You know what I'm saying? So you get another source of oil is telling me you don't want to use my US dollar no more. All right, and if you don't want to use my US dollar, then it's gonna collapse, and pretty much my country, my economic system is destroyed.
Right.
Why would you want to do that? So let you know right there that the European, if they already trying to get another source of oil outside of Saudi Arabia, they already let you know right there that pretty much they don't want like America, man. Because why would you do that? You want to keep me eating. You want to keep my business afloat. You don't want to go spend your money somewhere else. So they trying to spend their money somewhere else, you know, that my market. So what I'm going to do, I know that if hey, y'all do that, then bam. So what pretty much what you cutting off the Saudi, it's like that Russian oil deal, all right, through Syria, you cutting that off. So now what? Now I'm forced to continue to buy from Saudi Arabia. So I'm forced to do business with you. Get that in Obadiah 1 and 7. Got you.
This Obadiah.
See, he already on.
Look, real quick to add to that, this is one of my videos. Right now you have a crisis going on in Lebanon right now, and the reason that they're doing that, like the brother going into about the oil and everything, is the fact of these nations need what they call the petrodollar, the regular money in your pocket to buy their oil. Now, America's devaluing these other nations' currency by raising, inflating their currency, which is making the other nations' money go, down. So it's like, if we gotta use your money to get this here oil, and you keep devaluing our oil, like the people in Lebanon are $68 a month, man. Going into like these cryptos, they're trying to go around all these things to wind up getting this here money, man, because it's just devaluing their country, man. All right, this is Obadiah 1:7. Obadiah 1:7. All the men of thy confederacy have bought thee even to the border.
Yep.
The men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee.
And the men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee. Okay? Because here it is. All right, we're going to go behind your back and we're going to do business with your enemy, Russia. Your own allies. And Germany was already with that shit, man. Right. Germany was already with Russia in that deal and pretty much an energy source.
I think that's what it was between.
Oil. Yeah, it started with Germany was like the key player within that. You know how the Germans and Americans, they got bad history. All right? You remember the M3? How they wouldn't even give America the best M3. They got like a watered down version of the best German car back in the 90s. All right? They had the top shit over there at the top, which had what, damn near almost another 200 horsepower, I feel like. Another 100 horsepower. All right? And then they gave you the watered down version over here in the United States. Like, they kept the good shit for them, but they still wanted to make money, so we just sell y'all M3, but it's gonna be some little cheap shit. It ain't gonna be the best, because we do want to make money off of y'all. So Germany was a key player in that, man, that deal with Russia. Even Trump had came out and said it, because that's what Trump had a problem with.
Right, yeah.
Trump was like, hold on, why our European allies, why they not putting enough money towards this, this coalition as we are? You know what I'm saying? So Trump, like, it's unfair. So Trump already came in and started ruckus, man. All right, as elders say, Nero himself, because what Nero caused a lot of hell between that political Roman party. All right, back in that time period, man. They didn't like Nero. They wanted him out of there. Okay? So here it is, man. America's allies, the men that were confederate with them, all right, they have turned their back on them, man. They trying to find some other way around from not dealing with this horde, man. Okay? Think about all the history, man. America has, every time America want to go to war, Afghanistan, Iraq, all right? That's why you have, like, British troops over there with them and, all kind of other EU nations over there with them. Because why? One of our allies is in trouble. All right? That's like amongst the camp. Every time y'all go out, you got a brother that's always on some rah-rah shit, getting y'all in trouble. You know what I mean? Y'all know y'all ain't gonna let him get beat up. So you gonna help him protect him, then you get injured, behind him. Because he wanna act all unruly, okay? Unwise. Because why? It's a brotherhood, a European brotherhood. That's pretty much what it is. But the Lord has divided the brotherhood, man, among the European among Esau. Now Esau, brethren, because brethren, that's the nation, man. That's what keeps us strong. When you got brother, that's why the Lord gave us laws and statutes, commandments to love thy neighbor as thyself, man. You know what I'm saying? Because when the brotherhood is strong, hey, we all one, man. We all one. The brotherhood is strong. We all together on one accord. Hey, they can't. No, because that's the nation, man. The brotherhood of us, but now he has brought it back together. He divided the brotherhood of Edom. Because Esau had different tribes. All right, all those other EU nations, those are different tribes, man. Just how we had different tribes. All right, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, and we were separated. The Lord is now doing it to the brotherhood of Edom. And then that's how Amalek, the so-called Jews, they the worst. Because they the top dogs. They the one that got them in bondage. Paying tax. That's what everybody paying taxes to, Amalek, man.
That's what the elites, all the elites, they stand back to that. They stand back to Amalek. Yeah. Like damn near all the elites. Pretty much all the elites.
You got
yeah, get that. Yeah.
All right, that's the book of Matthew, chapter 12, starting at verse 25. Matthew 12 and 25. And Yahushua knew their thoughts and said unto them, every kingdom divided against itself is brought to desolation.
Yep, and that's letting you know, man. Every kingdom, that's why Yahushua is so cold, man. That was like a multi-purpose saying. Okay, because what they was saying that he was casting out devils in the name of Beelzebub. You know, that's who he was worshiping. That's what they said. But Yahushua wasn't doing that, man. You know, so he was telling them at that time, you know, back in that time, where that scripture applies today. And back in that time, like, yo, kingdom divided, but you see how cold he is, he used that to tell them that. But then also, too, we use that scripture in today, man. That's why this is the living waters. It's constantly living. It's alive. It's relevant, man. All right? It's relevant. It ain't still, you know, it's germs. But living water, all right, a source of water, you see fishes, everything in there, man, because it's moving, it's alive. So this was spoke. So that's why he said, you drink of this, you shall never thirst again. These words that I speak, you drink from these waters, you ain't gonna never thirst again. And we'll show you that this is living, it's alive. And we'll also show you if this word is alive, then what that means. He's alive, he lives. He's been risen. He's alive right now, man. Yahushua is alive, he was risen. And only the believers and true worshipers can see that. He lives, man. Why you think we out here? That's talking about right now today. Yeah, you know, he alive, man. That dude is alive, bro, and he's coming. He's coming, bro. Looking for and hastening to the coming of the day of the Lord, man. Because we know he alive. That's why we up and looking for him, because we know he coming. We know that. Based off of what? Give Revelation 19:10, Brother Shah. All right? Based off of this, man. You got it?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
This is Revelation chapter 19, and verse 10. It says, "And I fell at his feet to worship him. And he said unto me, See thou do it not. I am thy fellow servant, and of thy brethren that have the testimony of Yahushua. Worship the Most High. For the testimony of Yahushua is the spirit of prophecy."
That's how we know. That's the testimony of Yahushua, the spirit of prophecy. Man. All right? To speak on things to come, on things that's going to happen. So we had that testimony. Okay? We've been given that testimony. All right? Witnesses. We are the witnesses, man. You know, we witnessed that, man. You know? We saw it. And right now in today's time, we saw Yahushua, man. Through these words, we saw it. We like, damn, we read the word and prophecy, we saw it. This is the truth. We saw the truth. You know? We saw it. And that's why we're more confident right now, because we truly believe these words, man. The scriptures say this, and they say that, and these words are true, man. These words are alive and living, man. It shows you that we're dealing with a living power. This ain't the Egyptian book of the dead. You damn right. You cut yourself. The Egyptian book of the dead, because it's dead. It's a dead book. It is not alive. So they cut their own self. Thy own words shall condemn thee. You condemn yourself with your own words, man. So yeah, that's a dead book, Egyptian book of the dead. You know, it ain't alive. Show you right there through the books, through all the books. And the Bible is the only prophetic book. It's only a living book. If the God of Israelites wasn't such a great God, you feel what I'm saying? Then why when they swear in, the president swear in, they swear in on the dead books? Why they ain't got a Numa Elish up there when he swear in? Or the Epic of Gilgamesh or whatever so-called Buddhist book, why they ain't swearing on the Buddhist book and all that, man? You know? And Esau Edom, the so-called white man, he conquered all lands, all nations. Okay? And where did he rest his foot upon? He said, okay, I'm gonna take on the identity of these people. You know what I'm saying? He took on the identity of because that's the only true God. They got the research, they know, they got power of the whole earth. Alright? They done searched this book out. This book is true. They done went certain places and found archaeological findings that the scripture is spoken about. So they know. Okay? They know it's the living book, man. But they try to distort it. Okay? Go ahead.
Going back into the book of
Alright,
Matthew.
hold on.
Oh, going to your point real quick. This is John chapter 5, and I'll start at verse 30. John 5, start at verse 30. See how I speak, and it says, I can of my own self do nothing. As I hear, I judge, and my judgment is just, because I seek not my own will, but the will of the Father which have sent me. And I'm gonna keep reading, but going to spirit of prophecy, this is not by the will of men, like it says in the book of Peter. It was brought out in camp, going into the witness. Well, when we keep going, the Heavenly Father, this is the witness of Yahweh. And Yahweh Shai came in the embodiment of that, right? This verse 31. It says, "If I bear witness of my..."
Yep. So these Europeans' hood is divided against itself, man. All right. It's more divided than it's ever been. Because you go back to Psalms 83, what they all came in league. They was of one mind, confederate. Now they're not on one mind no more, one accord. All right, and that's the Lord. That's why we go back to Revelation 17. Go ahead.
Reading on. And every city or house divided against itself shall not stand.
Yep. So every city, house divided against itself shall not stand, man. All right. So it broke it down. It went from kingdoms, meaning very big, houses. Then you got the House of Senate, whatever, the political parties. Then all the way to your own house as well. All right. We're from houses to what? Cities. Cities. Even bigger. It's just
villages.
All the big, pretty much the categories, man. All right. And America is divided all the way to the houses, from kingdoms to cities. Because why? America is called that great city, Babylon. You feel what I'm saying? So a city, metaphorically speaking, could be the country. All right? Because why? The city, that great city, America, all right, is a big city. But in today's terms, they call it a country. You feel what I'm saying?
Citizens of this world.
Yeah, and we're citizens of this region, of this land.
Some of the greatest cities are in America.
Yeah. But as a whole, America, the scriptures call America that great city. And I remember Elder Tahari would break it down like, he said, because you can go here from pretty much this city and move all the way across to another so-called state, right? And just set up like that, like it ain't nothing. Just like how you can move from one block to another block, all right? You can move from here all the way across the state. All right, so that's why America is one big city, man. Okay. In the spirit, so they are the physical counterpart of Satan. All right. So we can go into the spirit of Satan casting out Satan. How can he stand? Go ahead.
How shall then his kingdom stand?
That's how shall then his kingdom stand. So, Yahushua was using that at that time period. Like, look, I ain't casting out these devils, all right, in the name of a devil. How can I do that? I'm not doing that.
The two walk together.
Yeah, except they be agreed. So what? I got a complete opposite. I'm working with a different power source. I'm working with a different power source, obviously. So that's being used today, man. All right, it was actually physically, trying to break it down to them, man. Easy. A lot of shit would just go over their heads, man. Completely go over their heads, but he would break it down in a form that, that they, try to, so they could understand. But it's living waters. It's just they couldn't obtain that, man. It was too much for them. Too much wisdom because they were carnal. All right, but with law you gotta have wisdom, man. The spirit, man. Mercy. Is it lawful to dwell on the Sabbath day? At one point in time, man picked up sticks on the Sabbath, he was killed. Right? So Yahushua came with the wisdom of the law, the understanding, like, look, y'all just, y'all have no discernment, no spirit. You're just going by, you gotta have wisdom within that. When you use this law, you gotta have wisdom, man. And what? Go show you he was Solomon. Give me wisdom so I can judge my people. You feel what I'm saying? Go to show you that was Solomon, reincarnated as our Lord Yahushua, man. Because he came with wisdom. Only reason why he fell when he was Solomon is because he still sinned himself. That's the only reason why he fell. But he had all the knowledge of it, how to judge. He had it. But at the end of the day, he's in a sinful flesh. He still went off. You can't resist the will of the Lord. You can't resist the will of the Lord, man. You know, I tell you in the book of Isaiah, I forget where it said, but it's pretty much saying, Lord, why hast thou put it in our hearts to pretty much go off? You know, harden our hearts so that we cannot obey thy commandments. Tell you that in Isaiah. You know, because even Elder Tar always say, he's saying he put it in our spirits anyways for us to go off.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But you having that knowledge, wisdom, understanding, then you'll be mad. Why would he make us go off? You know, that would be a stumbling block to a lot of people. You know? Be a stumbling block.
Just the fact that the Lord kills. Why would God do that to, a whole country gets wiped out from a tsunami? Why would God do that? They don't understand the Lord. The same way, in this aspect.
We just got to deal with it. That's going back into we just pawns, man. You just got to deal with it. Yeah. The Lord's in the heaven. He does whoever he please, man. That's why it's foolish to not submit and come underneath Yahweh Shemi Shai. That's foolishness. He controls you. They don't want to accept that. They want to fuck up. They don't like that, man. He controls you. So it will behoove you to just humble yourself underneath his power. You know, it's like, bro, you can't beat him, bro. You know, so that's how the Lord looking at Esau. You can't beat me. You know, but he's so powerful, he don't want to submit and acknowledge Yahweh. Because why? He don't have a fear of the Lord, man.
Yeah, the Lord's gonna start increasing that fear, factor on Esau, and the rest of these 2/3 out here is bad shit's just gonna keep happening and happening and happening to a point where you're gonna know you're gonna have to give reverence to the Lord. To the point where the absolute destruction comes, and to the point where the chariots come.
That's why Scripture say every knee shall bow and confess.
Yep, exactly.
At the end of the day, you're gonna get humbled. Yeah, man. You're gonna get humbled, man. You only can rebel so far. That's what rebellion. Rebel. You trying to you're a rebel. You want to go back. You rebelling, man. That's why the elect, or Yahweh Shemi Shai, or hopefully elect, is out here, all right, and we turn back. We turn back, man.
Yeah, repented.
That's we showing the Lord, man. We already submit, man. We already know. David said, "I bow my neck down to thee." Cause why? The Lord, man, he understood. He had to fear the Lord, man. And what the Lord, once again, going back to El-Tar, the Lord put it in David's spirit to do that when he committed adultery. You know what I'm saying? Just so he could judge him. Just so he could. And look what happened to David. Look how many books he wrote. The Lord wants somebody to cry out unto him, man. He wants you to call on him. He wants you to acknowledge him in everything, man. That's why he put so much hell on you. He wants you to keep calling him, calling him, crying out unto him. If David wasn't going through that hell and supplicating, you think he would have been crying out like that, man?
Damn.
He would have been good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you're making a good point, because you go through the Psalms and it's nothing but, how long? Save me, O Lord, from the enemy. It's all songs. Imagine that's the vibration of music that you're singing because you're being oppressed by another nation, or you warring with somebody. So the music is gonna reflect that. And you see it now too. It's just on a whole negative level. But when King David was spitting, it was on a positive, righteous, level, right-handed level. All right, spiritual hymns. The Psalms rather. Okay, but go ahead.
Yep. And now, man, we got the Spirit in these times, man, making intercessions for us. Because it's like, man, you be catching so much hell. You so heavily afflicted in the mind. You lay down, man, you just crying out, man. You can't sit here and say, Lord, because of this, Lord, because of that, Lord, because of that, because of this, because of that. Your spirit just groaning, making intercession for you, because the words that can't be uttered, how you can't really tell the Lord how you feel, man. It just feels, it just hurts. You groaning, so your spirit is groaning out to the Lord, man. That's why the Lord would deliver us. Like out of Egypt, I heard the oppression of my people, the affliction of my people. You feel what I'm saying? I heard the cry of my people, man. The moaning and groaning and the pain and travailing that we're going through, because this is hell we in, bro. The Lord afflicting us. What? That's affliction to your mind, man. put you in hell. And what David said, Lord, thou will not leave my body in hell, man. Because he had hope. The Redeemer, he had hope. You know, David had hope, man. You know, and that's what's going to get us out of this. That's what's keeping us going in this thing. We got hope. You know, go ahead. Is it on that?
Oh, yeah, that was it.
All right, now we can go back to Man and Confederate. Yep. So going back to now, Esau, he finna be in a groaning state. We can groan in the groaning right now because our afflictions. So now the Lord finna be heavily afflicting these. So you see how the Lord is turning everything back around. All the affliction and moaning and groaning, it's been accomplished. Get that Lamentation 4 going shot. You know, like 2021.
Yeah.
All right, it's our mourning and groaning has been accomplished. The Lord has heard our cry, man. David even said that. He said, "The Lord hath heard my cry out of His temple." You feel what I'm saying? Roughly prayer. He said, "The Lord hath heard my cry in His tabernacle. My cry went up unto Him." So our cry has went up, man, to the Lord. The Lord has heard it. That's why He sent us a Savior. He here with us right now, spiritually. So He said that's why Yahushua had to send us the Comforter. Because why? The Lord has heard our mourning. So He has sent us comfort, man. He heard it. You know? All it took was one man then to just start calling on the name of Yahweh Shemiah Shai. Alright? One man, then look how it spread it. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, you say we were crying out in the spirit, and really, for pretty much all of us that came into the city of truth, man, we were crying.
You feel what I'm saying? But we gotta continue to carry that and endure that, to suffer that, man. You know? So we can't be as Yahweh Shai. He glorified in the heavens when He went back, when He endured the pain on the cross, man. He was glorified. We gotta do the same thing. Okay?
Because King David, in Psalm 119 chapter, said, "Before I was afflicted, I went astray." You know, so pretty much, you know, us being afflicted, that's us being purged. This is the fruit that takes away sin. You know, us being chastised, and that shows the love of the Lord that's upon us. You know? So I'll go with you. This is Lamentations chapter 4. Lamentation 4 and 21, it says, "Rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom, that dwellest in the land of Uz."
So rejoice and be glad. You did it. You took the nation of Israel down. Right? You got the control over the whole earth. You know? Rejoice. Rejoice, man. Lamentations, Baruch. Alright, Jeremiah. That sound like Babylon talk.
Babylon talk.
Rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Babylon.
Kind.
The cup shall also pass through thee. You know? You can see the same kind of like style and writing in Lamentations that you see in Jeremiah. You know, Isaiah. You know, you see that same. You know, that type. You know, they had a way they use words, man. You know? Rejoice and be glad. And be glad, you got it. You got it. You know, go ahead.
Lamentation 4 and 21, it says, "Rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom, that dwellest in the land of Uz. The cup also shall pass through unto thee. Thou shalt be drunken, and shalt make thyself naked."
Yep.
Captivity.
Yep. So we got our ass whooped. That groaning and moaning. The Lord got that out of us, man. You know, He calls us mourning. You know, He calls that a pain. He calls that affliction.
Yeah.
You know, you'd be like, kid, somebody hit your kid, you be like, who did it? You know? And they say, who did it? So we telling you who did it.
Yeah.
We proclaiming His name right now.
Yeah.
Yahweh Shemiah Shai, man.
Well,
The one that has afflicted us, man. He has afflicted us, man. We acknowledge who put this on us. That's wisdom.
and it's all because of our transgressions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it, right?
Oh, I didn't have you on camera.
Yeah. So, you know, we confess, and once again, all names will confess, man. Who brought this destruction upon you? Scripture speak about that. Then you know, pretty much they gonna know that the Lord has pretty much brought this great judgment, right? Who did you? The God of Yahweh, Isaac, like the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Yahweh Shemiah Shai, the God of Israel, man. That's who has done that. That's who has done this great destruction. That's who has brought all these woes, tribulations, and destructions, and mournings upon the people. Go ahead.
This is the book of this is Micah chapter 7, verse 9. Micah 7 and 9, it says, "I will bear the indignation of Yahweh, because I have sinned against him, until he plead my cause and execute judgment for me. He will bring me forth to the light, and I shall behold
And that's
his
a man right there. That's a real man right there, bro. I will bear the indignation of the Lord because I have sinned. Accountability.
Yeah.
Accountability, God.
You know? He own up to his own shit. He deal with it. You know, that's a man. Man, just face it. You know, like Yahweh Shai. Yeah, not my will, but thy will. He went and endured it. You know, because he didn't want to do it. But a man is still going to do what he has to do, regardless if he wants to or not. Regardless of how he feels or not, he's going to do what he's supposed to do, man. You know? That's why this truth make you a man. You know? Because you're doing what you're supposed to do. Here's the whole duty of the Most High. That's how Solomon was. Here's the whole duty of the Most High. Fear God, keep his commandments, man. Alright? Doing what you have to do. Handling your business, man. You know? See how all that reverts back into actually being a man? You know? You gotta handle your business. You know? Plain and simple. Do what you're supposed to do. The task. Obedience, man. Alright? The best people at the job make it to those that obey and do what they're supposed to do at the job. Those are the people that make it. The person that's slacking off and not coming to work and not showing up, they get cut. You know? You got a job to do. That's why we got to keep coming out here. We got to do our job. You know? And Lord's will, that's what make us men of the Lord. That's what's men of the Lord. He's going to take care of what he has to do outside and inside of the street. You know? That's why Elder Hart say, man, if you ain't got a job, you need to get a job or whatever the case may be, man. You know, be a man. You know? Be a man. At the same time, you know, we got another block on our shoulder. We got this truth too. You know what I'm saying? We got this truth too, man. You know, juggling this truth and still trying to maintain within this wicked ass kingdom. Because if we don't, we ain't. It's gonna make it more grievous. Remember, I was talking to Ariel about this. You gotta keep good outside too. If you lose your job, you start losing shit, then now it's gonna be a more of a grievous walk for you to walk in within this truth.
Yeah, your life starts falling apart.
Yeah. So you have to be, then that's the balance, bro. It ain't gonna never be too much bound, because if you go too much over, you gonna mess yourself up. You go too much this way, you gonna fall away. That's that balance of the skill. It's an art, man. You know what I'm saying? It's a task. It's a task, man. Rigorous. It's a rigorous task. Constant back and forth. Constantly being shook up, man.
Yeah.
That's how you gotta clean it. You gotta shake it up, man. Wash it, scrub it. That constant, rigorous scrubbing, man. Back and forth, man. Constant. That's just how it is. That's why it's spiritually speaking, he said the Son of Man had nowhere to lay his head. Alright? Now he can physically lay his head down, like pretty sure he can walk up to a bench or something, lay down. But he didn't have a home either, But also too, he had much no resting place, man. His people always constantly afflicted, But we got the words to deal with that for us. That's what's gonna come for us, man. How Shai went through it. Go ahead. You was reading?
No, I was reading Mike.
All right, yep, showing how that's it's a man to pretty much bear the indignation of the Most High. And that's just pretty much what we do. We just deal with this, we here for a reason. The scripture saying, after all this, Job sinned not at the Lord, man. You know what I'm saying? Because the wicked, when the Lord bring this judgment on their ass for all their iniquities, they say they're gonna be cursing the Most High. What you cursing the Most High for? You the one being judged, man, for your wickedness, for what you've done. You deal with it, man. Take the ass open like a man.
Yeah, because the Lord pretty much, know, he chastises less than what we deserve, you know. Pretty much, you know, we deserve to be dead. You know?
Exactly.
Clearly cut. We shouldn't be here standing prophesying, you know, unto you or whoever else listening because of our iniquities.
Yep.
But you know what it says in was it 1 Corinthians 11 chapter says when we're judged, we chastise the Lord so that we don't get condemned with the world. You know, so that's the point of us catching our hell. So it's a separation. Like these are my kids, I'm gonna take care of them. But everybody else, you know, they out the door type shit.
Yeah.
You only gonna put that care and that correction in somebody you care about and somebody you love. You gonna let the rest of the grapes grow wild. You ain't gonna care for that land. You know, it's just out there growing.
Somebody else's problem.
Yeah, but you know, you gonna garden. You gonna, you know, pull the weeds. You know, take care of. You gonna water.
That's right.
You know, and that's how the Lord has done us as a nation, man. You know, see how we multiplied, man. Especially when we came out of Egypt, greatly multiplied. But the Lord used the enemies, man. You know, we came out with a substance. You know, see, he's like, look, I took care of you, man. Even in the midst of all that, man, I had you. You know, you were good, man. You know?
Even now.
Shit, yeah, even now, man. Why? This is what we eating right now, being nourished right now with this word.
That's right.
Our bread, our butter, our cover, everything. But that's why, you know, it ain't physical no more. People can't physically see how this word is nourishing us. It's like imagine having an invisible feast all around you. You know? It's like, boy, you don't see all this food around this dude, dog. You thinking he's starving. He hurting. You thinking this man hurting because physically, you know, it may look like, They looking at you like, yeah, that dude.
Grubbing though. Gorging yourself.
He fat, man. Destron has wax fat again.
Say it again.
Destron is wax fat. He's something, bro. Destron got more than he can take, boy.
Yeah, we eating, bro.
Destron, man. Damn, Destron on wax fat again. Yes, sir. We done return back.
Yes, sir.
You know, he'd be like, man, them pockets fat, boy.
Waxing,
like,
bro.
Yeah, boy. Jake use everything for fat. That's how you know it's Jake. Esau don't say that. Oh my God, she's fat. You know, Jake be like, damn, but that shit is fat.
Hey, my wallet fat, you know what I'm saying? I got, you know, the fat ass whip.
Fat knot.
Yeah, not fat.
Stunting, yeah.
You know?
Stunting.
Shit, Jake like to be fat, boy. You know, hey, Jake even came out with clothes, fat boy.
Fat farm.
Baby fat.
You know? That's how you know that's us. Even the scriptures say the fatness of the earth.
Yeah.
Come on, man. That's Jake, bro. Jake. That's Jake all the way. Jake talk, man. The fatness.
Yeah.
You know? Living good, living large, man. You know, and now we are. They don't see it. But we eating right now, man. You know? A big feast.
This is
the Passover, man. You know, which was Yahweh Shai. You know, eat of him. He's really, that shows Yahweh Shai is really the Passover. If you eat of Yahweh Shai, all right, this word, he is the Passover, man. Eat of this. Eat of my body.
Yep.
All right? So we can, you know, be passed over. That's going back to another one of his terms, titles the lamb. All right? Eating the lamb. You know? Yahweh Shai got, look, all these different titles, different sayings, but he has one name. All right? He has one name. There's no other name under heaven given unto men. All right, what shall be called to save, man. Yahweh Shai. Go ahead.
Hey, because you was just going into how, you know, the minute of the Lord right now, we good. We happy. You know, in a time like this where everybody's confused and this darkness, this gross darkness, they're all sorrowful right now. You know, the city of confusion is brought down to naught, you know. The mirth is gone in this here place. It's Isaiah 33:6. It says, and wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy time, and the strength of salvation, the fear of Yahweh is his treasure. So going into that, you know, like the brother was saying, it's like an invisible life support system right now, you know? Everybody's watching the news and seeing these numbers rising up and the things is coming down off top and everything like that. They just, what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? What's going on? And the more horrific things that they see on the TV, it's actually beautiful things to us, man. oh, North Korea or Russia just launched some nuclear missiles, we call Yahweh Shem Shah. That's the best day of our life, man.
Good.
Eating, overeating, all you can eat buffet, man.
Good.
All you gonna hear on the four corners of the earth is call Yahweh
Real
Shem
quick,
Shah.
look, that's why the prophecies, all the prophecies finna take place, it's finna come. Boom, 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 boom. Because the Lord is giving us a big feast right now. We feasting right now spiritually. Watching all these prophecies. You know? This is a great feast. And we eating good. That's why we like, man, it's about to get good. We really gonna be eating, man. And he gonna literally have to give us physical food in that time because that's how bad the shit gonna get, man.
All this shit that's going on in the world, it just increases our fear of the Lord, you know, if in our faith, of course. It all comes together, so it's increased. We have fear of the Lord because we see all the stuff happening in the world. Like, if we fall off, if we fall out or something, then that's gonna be a destiny, a missile or whatever the case may be, a pestilence. They got the pestilence going on right now. Go ahead, bro.
John, because all the things in the spirit, all right, is literally physically finna manifest itself real soon. All right, people gonna see these things, man. They gonna see the angels.
Yep.
All right, it's gonna be a permanent presence of the angels on the planet real soon. Permanent presence of the angels in the ships.
Yep. District 9
in this room for a permanent stay. It ain't going away. It ain't like, oh, the kingdom gonna come and everything just gonna disappear. You ain't gonna see chariots no more. No, a permanent presence of the heavenly hosts is gonna be on this earth real soon. All this spooky shit everybody talk about, you can't see, and all you can't see. It's gonna be a permanent presence. This all out here on this earth, man. This is gonna change up, man.
Yep.
It's literally gonna be a change of worlds. Okay? A change of world. All this, man, you know, that's why Esau really finna show who he is. He finna really show he's the devil, man. And that's why I say Satan, his angels was cast out. Because Satan, his angels about to lose, about to get their ass physically whooped. Because they already got spiritually whooped. They finna get a physical ass whooping, man. As we taking this spiritual ass whooping right now, 2/3 finna take that spiritual ass whooping with Esau. I mean, physical ass whooping with Esau, man.
That's right.
We taking it spiritually right now, man.
And we took it physically at one point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, different, different forms of it.
Yeah.
And the Lord can still give it to you physically right now. You know, you can fall, scrape your knee, or break your leg, and some shit, man. You know. But we, you know, as a whole, we spiritually done took that ass whooping, man. So we don't have to be judged with this world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Psalm 94. Psalm 94, and I'll start at 12, points 13. But Psalm 94 and verse 12, it says, "Blessed is the man whom thou chastenest, O Yahweh, and teachest him out of thy law, that thou mayest give him rest from the days of adversity, until the pit be digged for the wicked." Right, so, you know, pretty much, bro, but Isaiah 33:6, the stability, you know, us being chastised and pretty much brought low, is because that's how the Lord sent up for us to be raised up high. You know, we're going towards Himself from the chapter, we quote pretty much every camp, right? Because, you know, the strangest of our salvation, they're gonna, you know, because we have all of our stories, so this is him, you know, insert the blank. You know, if you be those men, this is such and such, you know, I had a reproach, whatever, kind of like madness, you know, he's seen, you know, the affliction, you know, our countenance changed, we're not the same person we used to be. So they see it as us, you know, torturing ourselves, you know, the discipline, that's what it is. You know, the discipline is torturing us, you know, because that's what the fruit of it in the day is going to be the glory, you know, but at the end of the day, you know, it goes about the chariots, you know, because ultimately that's the curse. It says when Zechariah, this is the curse that go forth over the whole earth, you know, it's going to enter into the house of the people, you know, so these things that we've been waiting for, being tormented in our mind, you know, fighting demons and the doubt and all these things, you know, unbeliefs, you know, things like that, you know, to finally see the fruit of it, that's the ultimate victory. That alone, you know, even if, you know, of course, speak as a man, we not be those men, we see all this people getting destroyed and all this shit that's being done with, that's a victory in itself. How much more you get being about it, you know? But the one is you gotta take the whooping now, so you don't get it later, you know?
Man, bro, like, can you even imagine, man, how this place gonna be? You know, you can't. It's like eyes have not seen nor ears have heard, bro. The whole way of life, as you know it, man. All right, it's gonna get real spiritual down here real soon. Bro.
Yes, sir.
All right, at least for us, we gonna be able to see it and be partakers in that power, man.
Right.
Spiritual powers is coming. Spiritual power is coming, man. is coming, man. The shit you see in the only see in the movies, man. It's finna manifest itself right here, man. Bro's finna be doing some wild shit, man. You know, that's just me, you know, using slang terms to describe it, but it's finna get wild out here, man.
And the point came back around. There's a movie I believe it's called like District 9. Where they have basically like these chariots. Like the movie kind of started out where it's like these chariots and already came down and people already got scared or whatever, but they just parked right over their little area. And like nothing really happens for a long ass time. And one day them shits just open up and start whooping ass, right? Now the brother was just talking about how the devil and his angels fought against the Lord and there was no more places found for him in heaven. Now when you go into the devil and his angels and things like that, it's like him and his military and the technology and the equipment. You know, they gotta have this here battle in the sky, you know, because the Lord coming back with his chariots of whirlwind, right? But the devil gonna be cast out with his angels, right? And all his all these things that he's got, right? So right now, in a normal everyday sense that we can see walking around, we see airplanes, regular airplanes, and all the Esau's technology in the heavens all day long, man. But hey, man, when the kingdom come, man, like the brother was saying, man, these things ain't gonna just disappear, man. You're gonna get used to seeing chariots all day long, man. It's gonna be the new norm, man. It'll be more like you'll see a regular airplane or a fighter jet like Esau got. Like, what the fuck is that? It's a UFO type of thing, like the way they look at the quote unquote UFOs now, because that's not so called normal for you to see right now. Because wow, we in the kingdom of the damn devil. But all this is about to be put out, man. All right, it's gonna be like in that movie District 9, man. Them chariots is gonna be up there, be monitored and shit. You know what I'm saying? But yo, man, you know.
That's why Esau. He wanted the flying cars, you know, it's on year 2050 we'll have all flying cars. He just want to be like the chariots, like he's trying to fulfill the kingdom and shit, man.
All in space.
Yeah, man. You know, things floating. And he wanted to be like space. You know,
space station.
You know, because the way them chariots hover and shit, man, Esau can't deal with that, bro. Esau cannot deal with that. The way the chariots maneuver. You know, like, man, Esau want that technology so bad, man, so bad. You know, be able to go at lightning speed, drop on the diamonds, and ultimate source of energy. You know, Esau really going in with that lithium powered and all that electricity, man. He's really trying to get there, bro, with his technology. All right. Yeah, man. He want that power, man, that freaking power. Yep. When you can't get in touch with that power, man. You're a physical being, so you only can go so far, man. He's limited. That's why Esau has been set bounds that he can't pass. You know, as far as going into all the creation, actually really understanding what's going on. You know, they say he is wiser than Daniel, but the Lord has stopped him somewhere, and he knows it.
The thing is with Esau, though, he's gotten far. I'll say that much. You know,
but the point Tanaka is going to, he's carnal. He said the natural man receives nothing from the spirit, so that's why he gives a boundary, spiritual boundary he can't get past. He can't physically get it. That's why he's so hard about it with this technology. But he just don't.
You gotta be spiritual, bro. You gotta be spiritual. In order to get to the next level, you gotta be spiritual. And we're gonna skip all the shit that you're doing, Esau, and we're gonna go directly to the spiritual stuff.
He sold his birthright. You know, he blaspheming the Lord. You know, he's not spiritual. He don't understand judgment. That's why again he can't get it.
Does the complete opposite of the scriptures. Yeah.
He got far, man. Go ahead.
This is Isaiah.
Because you remember, all the wisdom comes from the Heavenly Father. So the Lord stopped giving Esau, Edom, wisdom at some point. He gave him a lot, though.
Oh yeah.
You know, dude got a master's degree in wickedness. You know, but to do good, they know not how. That's why the scriptures say that.
Can't do it.
But when it comes to the knowledge of doing something that's good, even living in the damn land, you can't even do that right.
You got all
it's not in you to be righteous.
You got all these beautiful animals and beautiful trees, and this man go cut everything down, kill everything. You know, put their heads on the wall, and he does. He does it for sport. You know, he has to destroy. And it's in his biological DNA and his spirit to just destroy. He knows nothing other than to kill and steal and destroy.
Yeah. But you was just speaking about how Esau wants this type of technology and things like that. But I mean, it's clearly written in the scripture. This is what he's doing. We started this Isaiah 14. We started verse 12, read down to 15. It says, "How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? How art thou cut down to the ground, which did weakest the nations?" Now this is basically talking about Esau. the enlightened ones. Like the brother's going into. This man's got some fucking sophisticated ass technology right about now. But really, it's like almost by far the highest technology that the earth's seen, man. All right, he's able to do a lot more things. Like he can transmit a message, one message throughout the whole earth instantly. You know, just look at your phones. They can put out a video broadcast or whatever. You know, like the video we're doing right now. It says, verse 13, "For thou hast said in thy heart, I will ascend into heaven. I will exalt my throne above the stars of the Most High. I will sit also upon the mount of the congregation in the sides of the north." All right. It says, "I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High." Again, you know, you think about that International Space Station. You know, this is like one of their like a doomsday bunker, basically. You know, they lie about what it is. That's what they're trying to do, build those space colonies out there because they know what's coming, right? It says, verse 14, "I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High. Yet thou shalt be brought down to hell, to the sides of the pit." All right, so ultimately, you know, Esau and his plan and his agenda trying to be like the Most High and have this ultimate power, like go and give you that shit, man. Knowing everything about you. The Most High knows how many hairs are on your head, man. All right, and this is what Esau's trying to figure out and trying to get all these things implemented. But hey, trying to be like the Most High, but he's going to be brought down to the ground.
All right, you have something?
Yeah, that's pretty much what it is. Proverbs 24, and starting at verse 19. Proverbs 24, starting at 19, it says, "Fret not thyself because of evil men, neither be thou envious at the wicked. For there shall be no reward to the evil man. The candle of the wicked shall be put out."
Yep, that light, man. Going back into that light, man. So their wisdom is not going to be able to pretty much deliver them in these times that's coming. Their wisdom is, all right? So the scripture says, "Wisdom and knowledge shall be a stability at that time." But the true wisdom is the wisdom and knowledge that you help us me outside. All right? It's righteousness, to know, once again, to know good and evil. That's, you know, that's true wisdom, but to, no, that's knowledge, but wisdom is to apply it. So you know it's evil, so don't do it. And that's going into applying it. You know the scriptures is good, all right, so do them. You know what's bad, we know it's bad. We know what's good now. Being as gods, knowing good and evil. So now we know good and evil. We have that knowledge. Like I said, now we know. But we got to use the wisdom now to apply it. So if you know good and evil, well, show me. And that's why this is wisdom right here, what we're doing. All right? This is wisdom. We know how to serve the Lord. All right? As we learn how to serve Satan, we were servants of Satan 100% diligently, man. Serving on the Esau, Edom, and the spiritual demon Satan, man. Doing this as we will. All right? That's easy. Serving the flesh. And when you know what it is, it's whatever feels good, whatever you want to do, whatever makes you good. No matter, no knowledge at all. Because that's no knowledge in that, bro. Oh, it feels good. Smoking. It may feel good to them, but bro, it's killing you. It's harmful. It's harmful to you. You know? That's not wisdom. But it feels, just do whatever feels good. You know? Just do whatever feels good, bro. You know, like, damn, bro. Yeah, I mean, it feels good, but bro, what is it doing to my body? Oh, this tastes good. They might like the way shrimp and all that shit tastes. But bro, what is it doing to your body? Oh, I don't know. I just know it tastes good. You know? You a diligent servant of Satan, man. Serving the flesh.
Yep.
Now it's wisdom, knowledge. Wisdom and knowledge, man. So now we know what do good. And Esau made so that whatever is good in the sight of Yahweh Shai, he made sure it's real uncomfortable and not pleasant to do it.
Sure did.
You know? He made sure of that. Like this truth, everybody damn hate us, man. You know? Going out here on the highways and byways and stuff like this. Especially, and that's gonna get real strict in these times to come. It's gonna get really more harder to do this, to be righteous, man. You know? It's gonna be a lot more harder to be righteous in these times to come. Especially when they start doing these unlawful decrees, man. Oh my goodness, it's gonna get real hard to be righteous. But the elect, we're gonna do it, man. You know, Lord's will. It's gonna get to the point where it ain't gonna be physically now. All right, so much to do this, but even on the spiritual sense, to the point Esau Edom gonna try to take your faith away from you, man. Your spirit away from you by putting that chip in you. Okay, go ahead.
Revelation chapter 3 in verse 10.
He got to say,
Who's all getting
all in the spirit.
Revelation chapter 3 and verse 10. It says, because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I will also keep thee from the hour of temptation.
So the Lord is not going to allow this devil to take your spirit, man. To take your crown, to take your reward. You know what I'm saying? Esau's trying to take the elect's reward from him, man. But he ain't going to get to do it. Because if we truly Israelite, if we truly Jacob, right, we ain't going to let go. We going to win. That's right. We going to get that blessing, man. Because that's when his name was changed to Israel. Fighting. So we apply that right now. You guys want to say?
Yeah, like the saying goes, if there's a will, there's a way. You know, so Jacob found a way, you know, wrestled the angel, you know, he found a way. So the elect will find a way. That's the Lord guiding their steps, you know.
And being their power, being their strength, being their comfort. He gonna be there. That's what he mean by I shall be your comfort, man. In a time of trouble, all that, that's what he mean, man. He gonna be there to the point he's gonna give us everything needful that we need to sustain ourselves in these bad times.
Because you said the wisdom, you know, we know that to say that prophecy is that you can't buy or sell, that you have the chip. So what to say we just get a robot hand or some shit, or a plastic hand that got a chip on it and just buy some shit. It sounds simple, you know, but who knows, you know, the Lord's going to give us a way to...
We're going to be fine. We're going to be straight, exactly.
That's the faith. You got to the test of your faith, the trial of your faith. It's going to be a time period where you have to make a decision.
Like the brother just said, he's going to make it real hard for us to want to do good, especially as the time gets closer and closer to the end. It's going to get harder and harder to do good, and that's the test of faith.
Yeah, because in this world, to do good, there's no instant reward.
Right.
To do bad, you get an instant reward. So that's why that's that temptation, because the gratification of it.
Boom, you good.
Like brother saying, to feel good. You know, but we're waiting, you know, for the good going into our faith. You know, the reward of our faith, that's going to come through the patience.
Yep.
You have to wait for that. If there is going to be a reward, we wouldn't be doing it. Okay, man. You know, we have this the flesh because you feel things. To experience the earth, you know, there's a reward. Breathing, you know, eating good foods. That's, you know, we're going into the reward that's coming. That's what we have to wait for. You know, so the good's gonna come. We just have to wait for it. I'll read again, though. So Revelation 3 and 10 it says, "Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I will also keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth." Yeah, Yahushua, you know, Yahushua got tempted by Satan. You know, to what? What was Satan's offer? I'm gonna give you the world. You know, because he said it. He said himself, "The means will be given to me.
Yep.
I have authority over this world. I'm gonna give you everything if you bow down to me."
Yep.
Yahushua's like, you know, what?
He ended up basically cussing him out.
He's like, bro, I don't need this. You know, the Lord promised me way greater things you can promise. I don't want this fucking.
Yeah, we're gonna get broke off. You know.
But it was only like a promise through a word, though.
Exactly.
He didn't physically have it right there, but Yahushua believed.
Yep.
The things that my Father have stored up for me is greater than all this. So he believed his Father more than he believed in Satan. Man.
And the same thing with us. We're walking through that same path because we don't really have anything that we can actually go to other than the Holy Scriptures. And you got to put all your belief in it. You know, otherwise, why would we be doing this right now? All of our belief goes into what the words that are in that book. That's enough because it's so powerful, and it's only for us. And it's working. All the prophecies are work. Everything you see happening in the world, is working up to the end of this kingdom and the beginning of a new.
And that's why Satan's envious, because what we have, he can't understand. He can't get to it. It's fake. You know, he wants to try to find someone to take away your God gene. That's what he calls it. He's so carnal. You know, and that's why he gets agitated, frustrated. That's why Revelation 12:12. Yeah, he's gonna come down in great wrath because his time's up. I can't get to them. You know, if it was possible, he would deceive the very elect. It's not possible. You know, so that's why he's so frustrated. He's gonna come down hard on us because he can't do nothing. You know, and how much more the Lord really physically starts, you know, delivering us.
Yo, it's gonna be hard. He's gonna come down hard. He's about to come down dumb hard on this world, bro. To a point, yo, Jay, you think it calls it Jacob's trouble.
Hey,
Like
that's why
what-
the
yeah.
spirit's so heavy right now.
Yeah.
They going against Jacob's trouble. It ain't gonna be no Jacob's trouble. It's like, bro, do you not know about
No,
Jacob's trouble?
yo, the
It's
Lord's
like-
about to hit this place, bro. Like it's gonna be bad. And if you don't have faith like you're supposed to have faith, you're gonna crumble. Your knees gonna buckle.
Hey, that's why it's such a heavy demon on that. It ain't no Jacob's trouble. That's why that's such a big deal.
It's scary to think about though. You don't want to think about it because you know it's about to happen. Your spirit knows it's about to happen. Everything is building up to that shit. You can see it, but now I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it. I just want to do the Hebrew Israelite thing and get on the highways and with my microphone. That's all you want to keep doing.
Yo, you got a fight coming. That's like you've been training. Like you got a fight
My
coming.
dude, yeah.
Like, no, I don't want to fight. I don't want to get in the ring. Like, bro, you gotta get in there.
No,
bro.
you've been building up, aren't you?
Yeah.
I thought you was a tough
You
guy.
weren't training right.
I thought this was your block.
Hey, you saw
He
the
wasn't
contract.
confident in his training, dog. He's like, nah, I wasn't training that good. No.
You was
signed
faking the
contract-
funk.
You signed a contract to fight with Mike Tyson in his prime. You did the promotion. You sold out the arenas. You started doing all the training. Now it's fight night. They're announcing your ass. Now you scared to get in the ring now. What the hell did you do all that for, man? You signed the contract. You promoted the fight.
You was playing, that's right. You weren't training, you was playing. You know you finna get your ass whooped.
You deceived yourself.
Yeah, we put all these fireworks, all this confetti, all these girls for nothing. You gonna scared now to come out? No, you just wasted mad money.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna get judged for that. There's gonna be
Yeah.
adjustment for that. Same thing with all people out here in the world.
Hey, you shouldn't have stepped. You should have picked up that sword.
Oops.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You should have picked up that sword.
Yeah.
Wanted that crown.
Go out there playing.
Fucked
Act
up.
like you a samurai and shit, you know? Act like you the toughest samurai. That shit for show. That's just for show, dog. That shit ain't real.
Armbands.
You got Satan calling you out. That shit ain't real, dog.
Yeah,
He
you.
called your bluff.
Yeah, you.
Now he
Rolling
there.
on your ass.
You phony,
Calling
bro.
on You, and you like, oh
Yeah.
shit.
You was phony, bro.
Fleeing.
Yeah.
But the Lord gonna fight for us.
Yep.
You feel what I'm saying?
We're gonna be sitting back watching.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Oh yeah, he's the one with something.
I got a precept going into what the brother's talking about. It's the book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 2, starting at verse 15. Well, 16. It says, this is going into the Esau, all right, getting ready to come, all right, on the men of the Lord. It says, we are esteemed of him as counterfeits. He abstaineth from our ways as from filthiness.
I'm just talking about the wicked concerning the righteous, man. All right, go ahead.
He pronounceth the end of the just to be blessed.
Yep.
And
So that's
they-
what we doing. We pronouncing the end of the just to be blessed. Like, man, we gonna be good. You know, they act like, y'all really got something. You feel what I'm saying? Like, y'all ain't really got nothing. Y'all ain't nothing. You know, they talking about they gonna get something. Cause why? They don't believe. We try to tell them all the time with the kingdom, man. We gonna have the kingdom. You know, we gonna be good, man. We gonna be good. You know, they get mad and envious at that. You know, they gonna be good.
No, they hate it though.
They hate it.
Yeah, they hate when we talk that shit. Yeah, they don't like
y'all
it.
gonna get up out of here? Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Okay. They don't believe they gonna be saved up out of here. They're like, shit, I ain't getting saved. Your ass ain't
Yeah.
getting
They try to
saved.
keep
What
their
you gonna
fellow servants.
Yeah.
Talking about we want slaves, we want white people slaves, we want slaves to all the nations. They don't like hearing all that. Like, dog, you way too cocky with it, man.
I was gonna say that's how the elites be thinking. You know, when you think about David Rockefeller and they watch our videos. You know, they know about the Star and our apostles. They watch them. You know, and they go like Bro was saying, they're gonna eventually say, hey, we're bluffing. That's gonna be him coming down as that great flood. You know, I'm gonna call their bluff. The Lord's gonna put a spirit on them to come down on us.
Yep.
He wants to see if we're really about to go into it. You know, they call themselves the sons of God and things like that. Their God's gonna protect them. Well, let's find out. You know, because Esau's carnal. He wants to find out. He's puffing at everybody, and look, he's scared about us on the corner.
He's proud right now.
So he don't like that feeling in his gut. You know,
I thought the scriptures talk about being brought up to the councils. You might be brought up to the councils regarding this. Or then again, the mark of the beast and all these things coming up. You know, that's going to try your faith. The Lord's going to be with you. If you're really about it, the Lord's going to be with you.
Yep. Like the bro said, that's what he's gonna do, man. You know? Yep, pardon. Even though he know the Lord exists, man. He know that. He's seen the history. You know, he knows that. But still, the Lord will put it on him to force his hand.
Yep.
That's what Esau Edom was gonna do. The Lord waiting on him, all right, to make his move, and the Lord gonna check him. You know, and that right time and that right day is already set. All right, that's why going again to Jacob's trouble. Yo, it's gonna be a Jacob's trouble. That's a big freaking deal, bro. You know, that's a big deal.
Taking this shit too lightly, dog. They're taking this shit too lightly, bro. Like, how could you do that? You know, through the spirit, like we think about that a lot, bro, because we know that, oh, it's gonna suck, bro.
Bro, that's all you really think about when you in this truth.
Yeah.
You know, you balance it out, but that's like heavy on your mind, man. Like, oh yeah, man, it's some troublous times coming. It's some bad times coming. You know, you constantly meditating on that because you know, man. You freaking know it. You know, now we comfort it out about it, but man, we get to it, man, we're gonna get the kingdom. You gotta balance it out with your mind. You know, you gotta think about the reward too. You know, but that's why it's a risky situation. But you know, the reward to get to that, you see like a diamond sitting on top of a mountain. You're like, damn, I can fall, I can, you know, fall to my death, I can scrape my knee, I can whatever. It could be snakes and all kind of shit before I get to the top of that hill. But you like, man, that shit worth it though.
If I make it, bro, we're good for our generations and generations.
So the elect is the only ones that gonna take that, gonna fight. You know, we go out there with that risk, that heart, man.
Because we're already in too deep.
Yep.
So once you take that first step, you ain't no going back. You're going back to empty-handed. You know, the reward that goes going into. You know, once you get to a point, you go in too deep. You might as well just finish. You know, that's where the point where we just here to finish. Finish what we started. Of course, those things here before us to the dirt. You know, but bro, ain't no going back over here. Esau already got us on his red list. What the hell you gonna go back to? Jake want to be comfortable so bad. You know,
that's why they don't want to think about Jacob's trouble. You know, but go ahead.
They ain't ready. They're not ready. And it's they gonna fear at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? Only a fear make you draw back. You know, you scared. Oh, yo, we gotta fight, man. You know, we had the end of this fight, man. Like, yo, that's it. You can go all the way back. It's like, hey, all that shit you been through was for nothing, man. That's why we pray, man. The Lord have our back, man. He give us that courage, that spirit. And that's why bros say the Lord gonna have to really put a certain spirit on us, man. When it come out, the Lord gonna put you gonna be mean, man. You gonna be a bad dude in that day. Jacob's trouble. I'm talking mentally. I ain't talking about you gonna be out here just slaughtering and you know, tough guy type shit. I ain't saying that, but you know, you might as well, you know, the Lord might put a spirit on you to get a power to do something. But I'm saying meaning you're gonna be a bad dude, meaning you're gonna be in a certain mindset that's
cold.
You gonna see some shit.
Yeah.
You gotta be prepared.
Yeah,
you know,
man.
people dying, hearing people dying, and getting phone calls all the time, and so and so just died, so and so just got put to death, man. You just seeing people getting slaughtered left and right, man. You have to be able to be prepared to witness these things, man, and not freak out. You know, the first time I done seen one of these damn gory videos or whatever, like, man, I don't want to see this shit no more. But after a time, like, and this is gonna be on the norm. You know, this is gonna be on the norm. A car accident, a pregnant woman, a baby get ejected and smashed the fuck. This is gonna be on a normal day, man. All right, it's gonna be a time like never before since it was from the beginning of Earth to now. This is the worst woe that we're gonna see, man. All right, the climax of the movie.
Yep. Shit, so it's like, and the reason why you fear because you don't believe. The Lord say, I got you. I'ma have you. You don't really think the Lord got you.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Where your faith at? Where your faith, man? Oh, ye a little faith. You know? You fear it. You can't fear it. You know, fear ye not me. That's why Elder Gabar said, he said, a lot of you fear the so-called white man more than you fear Yahweh on side. How much fear do you have, man? You fear this devil, what he gonna bring over what the Most High will do to you, over the fear of the Lord, choosing not to fear the Lord. We fear the Lord, man. You know, so we gotta keep that fear too, man. That fear, that's why I say that fear of the Lord is his treasure. That's a treasure to have to fear the Lord. Because no matter what, the shit that's going on out here, Esau Edom coming down on you, threatening you and all this, you know, the fury of the Lord is a lot more devastating than Esau Edom's fury, man. That's why I say he shall bring him to the king of terror. Esau Edom think he a terror, you know. He's like, where you think you get that from? The destroyer, the terrible? Me. The Lord finna really, man, bring it, man. He finna really bring it, bro. fighting fire with fire. You know? Straight up, man. They don't know who the Lord is, but they're gonna find out, man. They're gonna find out.
Finishing on.
Yeah, go ahead.
Finishing on, Wisdom of Solomon 2 and 16. We are esteemed of him as counterfeits. He abstaineth from our ways as from filthiness. He pronounceth the end of the just to be blessed, and maketh his boast that the Most High is his Father. Let us see if his words be true, and let us prove what shall happen to in the end of him.
Yeah, and you can take that twofold, man. Because really Israel, all right, they be saying the same. Israel's the reason like kills the prophets, try to kill us, and also Esau, even the wicked, man. You know, because our own people, you know, they come up against us too, man. Well, he talk shit when Yahushua was on the cross. He saved others, but he can't save himself. If you come down, they're not believing you. You know, like tempt him, you know. If you come down, they're not believing you. He saved the Jews and all this. That was our own people saying that, man. See what I'm saying? But Esau eat them too, man. He gonna come with it. You know, let's see. Let's see. The Lord can put in the spirit to do so. And he gonna come down hard, man. You know? Go ahead.
Reading on, verse 18. For if the just man be the son of the Most High, he will help him and deliver him from the hand
They
of...
said the same thing to Yahushua. You know? Satan said that. You know, it is written like, what do you say? Like off the cliff or the, you know,
They tempted him to try to jump off
yeah,
the cliff
jump
and
off
the
the
angel
cliff.
will
Yeah,
catch you.
it'll catch you up. Yeah, you know, the water. I was looking for the word, but that's to the point of it right there. If you jump, hey, the angels shall bear thee up. You know what I'm saying? Satan, man. So Satan, Esau, he don't finna try to tempt. He'll tempt the Lord, man. You know, by touching the prophets. See if he really gonna, you know, do his thing. You know, and that's pride. That's what's gonna push him to do that. Cause he feels so powerful right now. He feel like he got it. I can defeat the Lord. Esau think he can defeat the Lord right now, man. He think he can. He's feeling, and you know who you think gassing him up like that? That's the Lord gassing him up. Gassing him up. Giving him certain things. Probably give him access to certain things, man. You know, he unlocking certain shit, and he gave him access to like laser weapons and shit and stuff like that.
So you could just take over the world with this shit. Here you go. You know,
you can kill the angels with this one.
Yeah.
Or you can shoot down their ships with these lasers.
If they think they can.
Like, oh yeah, we got something like that. You know, Esau, gonna get his shit.
What?
You know, fine. Go ahead.
Reading on, verse... start again at
It's gonna
18.
be terrible too. It's gonna be a flawless victory. Yeah, bro. It's gonna be bad, bro.
Yeah.
Like, damn, I should have came out here with this shit. You got called back.
Yeah.
You know? Like, yeah, I fucked up. You know, you gonna try to retreat. But no, you're gonna put a spirit on you to go, because you know that fight or flight.
Yep.
Hey,
You know that's something in your DNA, the fight or flight. The
You gotta
Lord
choose
gonna
fight.
program your ass to fight.
Everybody's gonna be fighting.
Everybody's gonna be trying to hit that button and fight like, damn, this shit ain't working. You know, let me get up out of here. No,
I guess I gotta fight.
you gotta fight.
Yeah.
You don't even want to do it.
That's
First
why it's gonna
fight.
be such a good show. It's gonna be such
Yeah.
a fantastic show to watch. If we're part of the elect, we get to see it. We're gonna see the destruction. We're gonna see the struggle, the fight between Esau and the Lord and his angels. You know, and you know it's gonna be obviously one-sided, but it's gonna be such a spectacular show because Esau is gonna pull out everything on this man, and it's fail. And we're gonna see some of the stuff this man got. Esau got some shit too.
Hey, remember on Independence Day, the president was like, "Let's nuke the bastards."
Yeah, nuking
Talking about
them.
the aliens?
Yeah, I remember, and
Like,
it failed.
let's nuke 'em.
And it failed. Boom.
Force field.
Force field, my
Force
nigga.
field on there, man. You saw eat them, bro. You don't got it, bro. You don't, but you think you gonna nuke the chariot? Shoot a missile at it? I got some nukes to shoot at the ship.
Yep.
Cause you know your house shot gonna come back in a huge ship. You know what I'm saying? So they think they just gonna be able to, maybe shoot a missile at it or something, man? Because Donald Trump can say, just let us know we have some weapons that we don't wanna have to use. Just know that.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the fuck? What is what lost his damn mind, man? Go ahead.
Yeah, no, you good. Yeah.
Reading on verse 18. For if the just man be the son of the Most High, he will help him and deliver him from the hand of his enemies. Verse 19. Let us examine him with despitefulness and torture.
Be despite about it. You know, a lot of these things happening with Yahushua too. Coming up, questioning him, being spiteful about it. We already got the parables they use, like, you know, this woman was, that she didn't marry, this husband died, that husband died, the brothers, so whose wife she gonna be when she come back?
Right.
You know, coming up spitefully, you know, trying to ask him questions. You know, let's try him. You know, he say he's the son of God. Let's see
Insincere questions.
We can catch him up.
Yeah.
Catch him up. You know, pretty much try to catch him up in his words, man. Try to stomp him, so to say.
Smart guy, huh?
You know,
Smart
really,
guy.
it was a battle, a spiritual war.
Yeah.
We try to beat him in his words, try to confound him. That's why the Lord said, I will give you a mouth and a judgment. Your enemies shall not be able to gainsay nor resist. So the Lord gonna have to put us with that wisdom where Esau, Edom, he ain't gonna be able to catch us up in our sayings, man. You know, we just gonna have that mouth just to speak. That's why you say don't meditate. I'm gonna give you what to say and to speak in those times, man. But they ain't gonna be able to interrogate you and try to link you up and, you know, get a confession. We need a confession from him. You know what I'm saying? And then, even though Yahushua he did come out and confess, thou hast said it. Oh, then the high priest rent his clothes. Any more blasphemy? Do we gotta hear any more from this? You know, just look what this man has said. Especially you watch that movie, The Passion of Christ. Rent their clothes and was like, spitting at them, blasphemy, slapping them.
Damn.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But he told the truth. So they gonna. That's why Yahushua say, blessed are those who are persecuted pretty much for his name's sake.
Right.
You know? For there is a reward in heaven, man. So the accuser of thy brethren, the persecution is coming. You know? For all, but it's gonna be for all righteousness. That's why the elders get mad when these dudes be posting up with guns and shit. And doing stupid shit, man. The scripture say lest the gospel be not the blame. You know, pretty much have no blame, man. You know? So look, man, you can't be carnal in this thing, man. Coming up with weapons and shit. You know? Yahushua be ye harmless and stuff. Alright? You know? Even though he sent us amongst wolves, be like sheep. So we be blameless, man. You know? But ultimately Esau, he didn't know how he worked, he's gonna accuse us for something. You know what I'm saying? But he's not gonna be able to execute his judgment on the elect. Alright, the Lord gonna have the elect, man. The Lord gonna save his people. Alright, he's gonna be with us. Okay? Because that false accusation, accuse thy brethren, is finna get ready to come hard, man. Alright, go ahead.
Verse 18. For if the just man be the son of the Most High, he will help him and deliver him from the hand of his enemies. Let us examine him with despitefulness and torture, that we may know his meekness and prove his patience. Let us condemn him with a shameful death, for by his own saying he shall be respected. And the point, verse 21, such things they did imagine and were deceived, for their own wickedness hath blinded them.
Yep, so your own wickedness had to blind you that, that this was the Son of the Most High, that these are the men of the Lord, these are the prophets. You know what I'm saying? But your wickedness deceived you. Alright? Their wickedness deceived them. This is the truth. You know? Lord's will, we are those men. You know, whether they believe or not, but you know, they're gonna be wicked, man. Try to, do whatever. You know, they're gonna continue. The scriptures say that the wicked be wicked still, you know. Wicked all the way up to the last end, but you know, you being deceived, man, by your own wickedness. Alright? Starting with Esau, Edom, our own people, the wicked of our own people. Alright, 2/3. They being deceived. Alright, go ahead. Yeah, he said he got something quick.
It's Micah chapter 2 and verse 10. Micah 2 verse 10. It says, arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted. It shall destroy you, even with a sore destruction. So, pretty much bringing it back, that, in time of Jacob's trouble, the Lord's pretty much going to push everybody in the pool. The Lord's literally about to push everybody in the pool, and you're going to sink or swim. know, because this or walk, you know.
Water.
Yeah,
You know, walk over. That's you're going into the elect. You know, the Lord's going to make some miraculous intervention, but a lot of people just going to sink to the bottom. You know, they've been playing games. You know, because again, going to the point, Jacob, you want to be so comfortable. You know, you can't control yourself. You just want to be comfortable.
Yep.
It says in Proverbs, it says, if thou be a man given to pretty much pleasures, or I think it says appetites. You know, put a knife in your throat. You know, have some self-control. Jake just want to chill, but the point is that it's not a place to rest. You know, the Lord says he's going to leave with a sort of structure. So whether you're prepared or not, that day is going to come. You know, that's the witness spirit that we don't know. We're hastening every single day. That's the whole theme of the year. Spirit probably about to through Apostle Art. You know, but that's the whole message. You know, if you don't get nothing, you walk past, you hear the video. This is not a place to rest. It's not a place you want to call home, because hell's coming. All right, and that hatred of Esau is gonna hop on this man like never before. It says they should be like madman spirit, none. This dude gonna be an animal out here, you know. And that's what we're trying to be protected from. You know, if you be part of the elect, you know, hey, that's what said, come rest with us, because the only hope is with the Lord, man. We have no defense, no nothing. We're just wide open. You know, we're the defenseless city. You know, we have no one standing up for us. You know, let's protect these guys. You know, we're getting ready to be hated and demonized. We need somebody to protect us. That's what we're calling the Lord, like, please get us out of here.
It's happening, man. You know, it's gonna get ready to happen, bro. And we gonna want that standard. You know, we gonna want to be protected. That's why we doing this, because we want to be defended. What does it say? Woe to him that do not believe, and he shall not be offended.
Well, faint-hearted.
Yeah, faint-hearted, he shall not be defended, man. The Lord ain't gonna defend you. You know, we gotta, you know, stay in the spirit. You know, continue to believe in the Lord. That's why now you gotta be building yourself up, man. Really getting closer, man. Really watching your lessons, tightening down. You know, because it's gonna be. Man, Elder Haas had something so heavy, man. One of his videos, man, he was going in. I think it was the one with the platform, the book on the end, the book on the thumbnail. Elder Tahar, with the book on the thumbnail. Yeah, it was a beautiful lesson. Real quick, I can pull it up. Real quick, one sec, bear with me. This is from the video was called let's see. Yep. Wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times. That one there, oh man, he say, look, he say, I'm not gonna be in the line with you when you in that to get that chip. You know, I'm not gonna be there, you know. Let's say y'all get lined up, caught up, and you in line, you like third in line. Like when you get up there, what you gonna do? Elders Huss say, I'm not gonna be up there with you. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's gonna be there with you, man. And then you can have a brother right behind you, but mentally, you gotta fight that on your own. He can't hop into your mind and say no, don't do it, or literally, you know, it's gonna be rather you are persuaded in your mind or not to take it. Nobody can do that for you. All right, but you gonna want the spirit to be up in there with you, giving you that how can I put it? Inspiration, not to.
Yeah.
All right, not to take that chip, man. You know.
That's going to be ultimately us taking that leap of faith. You know, we don't know, but if you know, if we do what we're supposed to do, the Lord will protect us. And that's it. And again, that's you being pushed in the pool. You know, we don't fully know, you know, but we hope. That's what that's inside of us, our hope. And that's what the Lord's going to also confirm that when He starts taking care of us.
Go ahead.
Oh, you get like James 1 and 12. That's a good one. Get that.
All right,
Yeah.
We'll get that real quick, but I was gonna go in on 2nd Ezra 13.
Okay. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, go ahead and get it.
Yeah, good.
Oh, you got it.
Okay, this is the book of James, chapter 1, verse 12. Blessed is the man that endureth temptation, for when he is tried, he shall receive the crown of life.
Yep. So blessed that man, all right, who endures temptation. And what's a blessing? Blessings only come from up above. So there ain't gonna be nothing. Oh, you just blessed. You got it because you did it. You know, it's gonna be rather you have that blessing on you, man. All right, to be of the elect. Really, that's the blessing of the elect, man.
Yep.
You know, the blessing that you blessed to be elected, man. You was elected, and that's the blessing. Okay, that's really what it is. So once again, it's not gonna be. You gonna have to be blessed. All right, whether you're chosen or you ain't. nothing that you did about it. You know.
I became a
Yeah, exactly, man. Because a lot of people like to think that it's of them. Like, man, bro, we expendable, bro.
Right.
You know, it's a blessing, bro. You know, to have this truth.
Yes, sir.
You know, you time and a chance, and you just so happen to run across here, or to know this person, or to know that person, or whatever. You know what I mean? And then not only that, because a lot of people ran across the word, but to believe it as well, man. You know, not only did you hear the word, you believed it,
yeah.
and that's the blessing. That
Get it out real
faith,
quick.
the faithful, the sons of Abraham, man. All right, the true son of Abraham is in the spirit. Because believe it first, believe it, man. Because you got sons of Abraham, and you got them, and some of them don't believe. You know, they don't have faith. But a true son of Abraham, the seed of Abraham, is a believer, man. First, he's of the lineage of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, all right, according to the flesh, who are Israelites. But also, too, he has to be born in the spirit, all right? Faith. That's why Yahushai was the Heavenly Father, the only begotten Son, okay? He's the creator. He didn't need no woman, all right, to bring forth Yahushai. His only begotten Son. He was created. He was a created spirit. So that's why it just can't be just because you were born an Israelite. You feel what I'm saying? That spirit of Yahweh, that exact spirit, Yahushai, the Heavenly Father just created that spirit. You know? He created it. Just like that.
Father of spirits.
You know? So with that being said, we have to be born in the spirit, meaning into this truth.
Yep.
Born believers. Born, or they say, are you a Christian? Say, are you a born again believer? You know, they make all these terms seem so cliche and watered down, but shit, are you a born again believer, man? You've been born again and you believe.
Because now you're born under Yahweh Shem Yahushai instead of born, this world. You come out of the world, that's one thing, but then you reborn. Now you're the Most High's son. You're the son of the Most High now.
Yeah.
You know.
Exactly. Son of the Most High, born in, and that's the 144,000.
Yeah.
All right, the 144,000. Yahushua created the angels, man. Elect. Those are them, the first fruits. The spirits created, man. Lord's will. We those men. That's heavy.
Yeah.
You know, which would make sense that he will be doing this. You know, this is where he will be at, serving the Lord. You know, pushing forth this word. That's why he's a son. He's a son of God. The true sons of God are believers, and they're doing the work. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, like we was going into, the Most High created Yahushua, with the angels created the heavens and the earth, and we see of today, and it's the same thing going on right now. Again, man, we got the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushua on us, all right, being led by them, rebuilding this era, this new heaven and this new earth, man, setting up the new righteousness right now, man. These are the building blocks. This is all being put together before you even see it, man. All right.
Who is reading?
Oh, you didn't finish it.
Yeah,
You finished it.
This is the book of James 1:12. Blessed is the man that endureth temptation, for when he is tried, he shall receive the crown of life, which the Lord hath promised to them that love him.
Yep. And if you love me, keep my commandments. Okay?
Yep.
Believe in the Lord, fear the Lord. All those attributes, man. You know? That is that straight cut, man, to the point, man. You know? Those that's doing the will. Alright, those that believe in the Lord is, bro, people try to make it, well, what if I do this and do that? They try to find all other ways, excuses, exactly, like the brother said, to not just want to do the work, man. Be in season, out of season. This truth is it's simple as far as what, the objective of what we have to do. You know? It's simple, man. Obedience, obey the Lord, follow all His commandments, teach the correct doctrine, come under the order. But people make this thing so complicated, man. Try to find other ways, still try to come in and try to change the truth so that it fits them. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
No. The truth is shaped and formed a certain way, and either you conform to that shape, All right, or you're not in it. You got some people coming in, and once again, like Elder Tar say, they want to do their own will. They want to do the things they want to, the way they want to do it, man. Instead of just, look, it's already been set. You know? It's already been set up. Follow it, do it this way, and that's it, man. Now you do or you don't, man. You know? Go ahead, you got something?
Just backing up with so the precept of
And I'm going to close out this and my fellow, you going
backing up when you're saying about an hour of temptation. This is 2 Peter 2:9. 2 Peter 2:9. The Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, knoweth how to deliver the godly out of temptations, and to reserve the unjust unto the day of judgment to be punished.
Yep. So the Lord knows how to deliver the ungodly. Right. So we're gonna be delivered. The Spirit gonna be on us, so as well we are those men. We are the elect. And we're gonna be delivered, man. The Lord gonna give us that strength to rebuke the tempter, to resist him, man. Because it's really resistance, man. The ultimate hour of temptation. You know, we get tempted by stuff all the time in the flesh that we know that's not right, you know, that we know not to do. You know, we gonna fall. What the angels came and ministered unto him. So we gonna need, man. We gonna need the Yahweh Shai, His Spirit, to be heavy on us. You know, straight up. You know, I ain't going to this tough guy shit. You know, like, oh, I got it. No, man. I just hope the Lord with me. You know, be strong in the Lord. You believe in the Lord, but know you're gonna need Him. Everything, man. Because that refers back to you know, stocking up on a bunch of food or saying, oh, you gonna do this, or you gonna do that, or do that. Now it's wise to be prepared. You know, have no judgment for He died for your sins. You don't know that. That's why it's an election. Oh, it don't matter. God's gonna save everybody. No. No.
As long as there's love in your heart.
Yeah, bro. That shit sounds so corny and foolish. Because you done heard that shit so many times. As long as there's love in your heart in Jesus Christ, you good. Like, no, you're not. I'm sorry.
Don't work that way.
Yeah, it don't work that way, bro. You gotta hope. You gotta hope that tab was paid for, bro. While you around this bitch playing, running up a tab, and you ain't got the money. You know, you writing a check that your ass can't cash, like they say, man. You know, that shit get bad. Like, you get to that counter.
Yeah. I see you enjoyed America.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, this is going to cost you.
Still hitting.
Like, damn.
Your salvation.
Yeah, you got the money for that shit. Like, yeah, boy, that's your ass, boy.
Yeah.
Hey, there was a guy named Aleister Crowley, which in modern day times, not modern day, but he basically came out with that "do as thou wilt." And that's what you have in Christianity today. But when you go back to Adam and Eve, that's the same thing that happened with Satan and with Eve, right? God said not to do this and to do that, but then at end all be all, Satan said, "Do as thou wilt. Do whatever you want to do. Don't worry about what God said. Do whatever you want to do. It's gonna be all right. You ain't gonna surely die." That's what the brother's going into to say Christianity.
God, continue on through the Spirit, going into ultimately the true test of a man's strength is going to be his character, because coming into the temptation we're coming into, that resistance, is going to be you resisting the chip, and that's going to be the true strength, Again, it's not, going into your muscles, it's your mental capacity, your mental fortitude, the ability to be able to resist the world, that's resistance, and that's us building ourselves up for the time we're coming into. The time of Jacob's trouble, it's a build-up. There's going to be believers in the last second, but the Lord's going to have it to a way that they're not going to be tempted above their measure. You being here a certain amount of years, as the Lord gave you, that's the test of your strength. The Lord said He's not going to give you nothing you can't bear, so you being here, you can bear it. The weight is to make you stronger, not to catch you up and get you all puffed up and I need someone to spot me. The Lord said you can handle that weight, you got it. And that's the way He puts on us being down our cost.
That's the book of 2 Thessalonians, chapter 2. Sorry, verse 7. Start at the top. Oh, the top. Okay. 2 Thessalonians 2:1. Now we beseech you, brethren.
We beseech you, we beg you. Go ahead.
By the coming of our Lord Yahweh Shai HaMashiach, and by our gathering together unto Him.
Yep, this great gathering. Get Matthew 24. this gathering is by the word. We're being gathered together, because going into our appointment, our appointment is, we believe that it's to be saved. The Lord's gathering us together because He's that great with a cluster, that great labor He's made perfect. He's going to pick those men. That's the elect. Gathering together, and those are these choice vine. That's those the elect. Everybody else is being gathered for the slaughter. Brought into that fucking butcher shop. Esau, Edom do a lot of that heavy lifting. Brought him his own self these missiles. We don't got no thermonuclear missiles. Esau got missiles. We was going to earlier, about the Russian Edomites. Saying divide against Satan. That's their whole. That's a gathering of destruction. So in America, that's the altar. This great sacrifice the Lord's going to do in the land of Boswell. It's the gathering of the wicked, to destroy. But our gathering is saved.
This is Matthew 24, verse 31. And He shall send His angels with us. It says Matthew 24, verse 31. And He shall send His angels with a great sound of a trumpet.
Yep, the trumpet being blown by who? The prophets. The lowest servants of prophets. Okay, so by elders and apostles on down. The mysteries revealed unto them. They said, oh shit. Speaking as a man, Untitled Chapter, make a plain upon tables that he may run that readeth it. Blessed he that reading. Oh shit, I gotta go and start prophesying. The Lord put the Spirit on those men to wake us up. In the process of time, look at the fruit. It's gonna even get bigger because that great influx has to come. The Lord sent up these things for miracles. The Lord has to be glorified. This thing is getting narrow and narrow. That's that narrow and straight. And the camera's gonna be on who? His men. The camera's gonna be on us. The spot's gonna be us. The persecution. The whole world's gonna know about. If they don't know about us now, they're gonna know, right? And the Lord has it set to where those men get that attention. Let's say any publicity is good publicity. The devil can't do nothing against us. It's for us. So whoever needs to see, they're gonna hear our words. The devil try to cut up stuff, whatever. Who needs to hear? When they see to hear, they're gonna be going to gather by the word. I need to see those men. They might bail us out. They might go out and start writing us letters. Whatever. Who knows? But this is all to what? To glorify the Lord.
That's right.
Going back to Matthew 24, verse 31.
Because I say niggas gather all the time. You go around the block, niggas have block parties. And, that's not the gathering of the Lord. This is talking about the Lord's sheep that hear His voice. We're speaking the words of Yahweh Shai. Right?
The Lord's not in the midst of those kind of guys.
Exactly.
The Lord's in the midst of those that are gathered in His name.
Yeah, exactly. Right across the street.
Going back, Matthew 24, verse 31. And He shall send His angels with the great sound of a trumpet, and they shall gather together His elect from the four winds, from one end of heaven to the other.
Yep. So that gathering, okay, just have lifting, being gathered around the world is the internet. Okay, you can probably get Psalm 19, but that's what. But going into the internet is what the Lord used to wake up His men. We're all most of us from this generation, we came from the internet. We came from watching videos on YouTube, and we believe. Faith comes by hearing, so we had to hear. So the Lord used the internet for us to hear. So that's how we started to believe. And our belief turned into actions. The Lord had us with faith and works. We're not here every day, every week, to prove our faith. That's read the first verse.
Going back into 2 Thessalonians chapter 2. 2 Thessalonians 2, verse 1. Now we beseech you, brethren, by the coming of our Lord Yahushua HaMashiach, and by our gathering together unto Him, that ye be not soon shaken in mind, or be troubled, neither by spirit, nor by word, nor by letter, as from us, as the day of Hamashiach is at hand.
Yep. So get Proverbs 3. It says, "Be not afraid of sudden fear." But be not troubled. It says in Matthew 24:2. We're going into this is the beginning of sorrows, but these things must come to pass. This stuff has to happen. But pretty much, people want to avoid the elephant in the room, which is prophecy. You want to skip past everything. Yeah, we're gonna be in the kingdom, you're Israelites, but ain't no Jacob's trouble. Yeah, everything's gonna be cool. We'll be delivered, but ain't no microchip. They're skipping steps. They don't want to acknowledge the elephant in the room. Again, prophecy. It's gonna be a troublesome time. Okay, if there was no out temptation, the Lord wouldn't talk about it. Before it's coming, there's going to be a great temptation, right? So the Lord's saying, don't be shaken about it, don't worry about it. Okay, let's get that point. You want to get to the point? You get to it.
All right, this is Proverbs 3:25. It says, "Be not afraid of sudden fear, neither of desolation of the wicked when it cometh.
Yep, so that's the desolation of the wicked. Don't be worried about all that, okay? That's the desolation of the wicked. If you're not wicked, relax. You know, of course we're in the flesh, you know, we always condemning ourselves, beating ourselves up, like, damn, you know, am I worthy? Am I, you know, the Lord's gonna save me? What the fuck, you know? But the Lord's gathering somebody to be saved. And who else, you know, going into, you know, inquiring how the godly shall be saved, what would they be doing prior to the Lord's return? They'd be doing what we're doing, right? So these men, they're here. This is not some mythological salvation. The Lord's going to deliver men on the earth, right? And we need to be those men, you know? But the desolation that's coming is for the wicked. This is for the wicked, right? The wicked of our people, the wicked in general, okay? They're all going to be burnt up, destroyed, you know, and you all fall into your lots, okay? Wicked Esau is going to go into slavery, be done away with. That's into him, you know, and the rest of the nations, they're going to be in slavery as well. Two different people are going to wake up, everlasting shame and content, you know, damn, I fucked up, whatever, but cool, it's all right, son, you be all right, go out and play, you know, and the first fruit of those men, the elect, the judges, are going to go back to restoring the earth, going back to our lot, okay, you know, the glory that came from the beginning, we all those men, it's like you can be humble, of course you have to, but we made the earth with all those men. You know, like the Lord can be high and lofty because He made everything. You know, so those men, they made the earth, made the trees. You know, of course, you know, have a certain set of confidence within yourself because the Lord's dealing with us. Okay, and that's what we believe. You know, if we can go to the end. What's that? Go ahead. Is that read?
This is going back to Proverbs 3 and 25. It says, "Be not afraid of sudden fear, neither of desolation of the wicked when it cometh."
Yeah, so definitely we're going to be a little shooken up, okay? Because when this shit start popping off, oh shit, like it's happening. It's just a natural human reaction, you know? But that's going into Isaiah 33 and 6. Wisdom and knowledge is going to start kicking in, you know, and the understanding is you applying it, you know? So when we're moving around and we're out in all chaos, people losing their mind, we're stable. We got control. Our mind's in one place. We're locked in. And everybody else bugging out, but that doesn't faze us. That goes into showing you that we're going to be in a totally different spirit. You know, because you think about music. Sometimes that energy, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But we're not going to be, when niggas start panicking and losing their mind, we're not going to feel none of that. You know, we're not going to, I don't know, doubt and all that. It's not going to faze us. You know, and that's why that power is going to start, people going to start noticing. You know, the women, oh shit, you know, because it's going to be a great transition of power, you know. So, like, you think about the stock market. The stock market is nothing but a transition of wealth. You know, that's what the Lord's doing. He's getting ready to transfer the world to us. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, real quick, because you would think that you would be scared when Jacob's trouble come up, but bro, it's gonna be frightening a little bit, like a little scary, but you're gonna be happy because like, oh shit, damn, this shit happening. You know, it's gonna be like, oh shit. At one point, we like, oh shit, because like it's something like actually seeing it happen. It's gonna excite you, but you know, at the same time, they anticipate like, oh shit, this shit popped up, and then like, whoo, like all right, cool, and then after that, it's just like, it's like, yeah, go ahead. I just want to say that real quick, man.
Yeah. You just made a point. I'm gonna read up. I'm gonna start at this is Proverbs 3 and verse 20, and I'm gonna read back down to 25. Proverbs 3 and 20. It says, "By His knowledge, the depths are broken up, and the clouds drop down the dew." Let me go up to 19. It says, "The Lord by wisdom hath founded the earth, by understanding hath He established the heavens. By His knowledge the depths are broken up, and the clouds drop down the dew. My son, let not them depart from thy eyes. Keep sound wisdom and discretion, so that they shall be life unto thy soul and grace to thy neck."
Yep. So keeping it. We read it, Revelation 3 and 10. Keeping the word, you got to keep it. Think about, you know, football. Hold the rock. You know, don't fumble that bitch. You got to hold it. You know, keep it high and tight. You know what I'm saying? Yep. Hold the rock. You know, the rock is Yahweh Shai. Okay, so you keep these things. You absorb it. You know, and it's gonna flow through you. You know, don't let it go. That's you turning back. You know, losing faith, doubting. You know, that's you fumbling. You fumble that bitch. You throwing a pick, throwing an interception. You know. Pretty much you turn the ball over, you turn it over. Yeah. You know, the Lord's saying keep these things. You know, this is what's going to give us life. You know, He's got us this far. You know, so again, you know, the Lord, in our situation we've come into, the Lord delivered us. And, you know, says it's normal. You know, people still stopping at stoplights. We're still paying for their food and stuff. So how much more in that time we're coming into? You know, like we really need to be saved then. You know, more than anything, you know, saying save me then. You know, but the Lord's going to take care of us in that time. You know, because those men have what He wants, okay? That's why He's going to save them.
Going back to verse 20, it says, so that they shall be life unto thy soul and grace to thy neck. Then thou shalt walk in the way safely, and thy foot shall not stumble.
Hey, real quick, that brother saying the Lord has what we want. I mean, it's like we have what he want, man. Right? You want a woman, say after your own heart, sick or not. A woman that believes in you, that loves you, that cares about you. That's when you coming back. Damn, that's like, damn. You love me? You care about me? So, and that's his governing body. He about to come take forth the kingdom. He want men around him that's with him on one mind, that loves him, that cares about him, that want him, after his own heart, that want him to get the kingdom, that love his appearance. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, he gonna come back to get us, bro. If we be those men, he want us. Like, that's my love, my family, familiar. Because while we familiar, we his family, man.
That's a deep analogy because, in this here world, you get a little bit older in this world, you think about these women, you stop looking at these so-called dime women because you done been through all them, but then they don't want to listen to you, what you got going on. You're like, look, I'll just deal with a woman that whatever I say, she with that. If I like, look, I need you to focus on this, put down that social media, and focus on the bills. Worry about this, make sure dinner is cooked and everything like that. I want you to be on point all day long. Same way with the Lord, man. About our wills, like, well, I need you to take care of this bill, go run this and go do that, but she on Facebook and social media all day, like, man, I don't give a damn how fine you are or whatever. Exactly. I want an obedient woman.
Exactly. You fine, but you useless.
Yeah,
and that's like what them gold diggers be.
Right.
Like if you can't cook, you can't do none of this. You look good, but dude come to his senses, like, man.
This ain't shit, bro. That kind of woman gives you a headache. You losing sleep. You're worried about niggas hollering at her. She's loose as hell. You don't want to deal with nothing like that. When they say bad bitches is bad news. Just more problems. But going into a silent and loving woman, that's a gift. That's what the Lord wants. A submissive woman, a servant. Because everything is in order. And that's what the Lord looks at us as women.
But going back to Proverbs Chapter 3, let me go back to verse 23. 3 and 23 says, then thou shalt walk in thy way safely, and thy foot shall not stumble. When thou liest down, thou shalt not be afraid. Yea, then thou shalt lie down, and thy sleep shall be sweet. Be not afraid of sudden fear, neither of destruction of the wicked when it cometh. Verse 26, for Yahweh shall be thy confidence, and shall keep thy foot from being taken.
Because we're all walking our own paths, okay? And everybody has a destination. Going into our path, we hope our end is to be life. That narrow and straight leads to life. That's how we get into the broad. People they're in the broad, they're getting ready to hit a brick wall, and that's going to be their death sentence. So us keeping our foot, that's the Lord making sure that we're in a straight line, to get all your ducks in order. You think about when you're with sheep, you need a shepherd. So that's what the Lord is to us. We're following our shepherd, keeping us in line. They got the stick, get your ass in line. Get your ass in line. That's what the Lord's doing to us. That's the chastisement to make sure you actually go what you need to go to. Exactly. But everybody else, they're being led to pretty much a pit. But you got something to go into that.
Just a quick precept to what you're going to. It's the book of Psalm 17, verse. We start at verse 4, but the point is at verse 5. It says, concerning the works of men, by the word of thy lips, I have kept me from the paths of the destroyer. Hold up my goings in thy paths, that my footsteps slip not. All right, and that's the Lord. He wants us to continue in his footsteps. It's the reason why he gave us the law, statutes, and commandments. Okay?
Because if it wasn't for the Lord, we would have fell. We would have been fell. Fell on our back like a turtle, grabbing for air like a dead roach. The Lord made sure, you slip, you might even take a knee. But the Lord gonna get you back up because you got to keep going. And that's going into being a good soldier. Whatever it is, no matter what, you got to keep going. You have a job. And you're not going to be accomplished or satisfied till your job is done. That's there you go. That's a true man right there.
2 Thessalonians 2, verse 2. That ye be not soon shaken in mind or be troubled, neither by spirit, nor by word, nor by letter.
Neither by word, because again, persecution. With bad tidings, bad news. The devil will say, anybody out there speaking in the name of Yahushai, you might not say that like that, You know, but that's pretty much what he's saying. Anybody out there preaching, speaking how they speak, dressing how they dress, get them. You know, there's a reward for them. If you see them, call 1-800 yada yada. You know,
And they call it medical misinformation. That's basically, you know, that's basically what they say. If you preaching Yahweh Shai, you know, it's medical misinformation nowadays because it's going into what the mark of the beast, man.
You don't be surprised if your own mama.
And that's what the scriptures say that. They your
Real.
own household,
Like,
you know.
Like anybody, like, oh yeah, he live off of such and such.
hey, because it would have to be them because we don't rock with nobody like that out here.
Yeah.
You know, we just got our family that know us and a few people wherever we still might be cool with and the brotherhood. That's it. So people that's gonna snitch on us is the people that know about us. You know, so that's exactly what's gonna happen.
Reading on. Verse 2. That ye be not soon shaken in mind, or be troubled, neither by spirit, nor by word, nor by letter.
Shit getting sit in your mail, might be getting death threat text messages.
Right.
You know, fuck that shit. You know, what's gonna take us away from the love of Yahweh Shai? Nothing, because that confidence we read earlier, the Lord got us. Why are we scared about? Why are we scared of you? You know, the Lord got us. But we're not have to worry about nothing that anybody got to say to us. Okay, because at the end of the day, the Lord's gonna protect somebody. And again, that's the leap of faith. You don't know until you try. All right, you don't know until you try. Okay, you're not gonna know the Lord with you unless you try. Right? So hey, the Lord said, "Put me in remembrance." You said you're gonna save me, shit. Okay. Not tempting the Lord like being an asshole, but
Right.
bro, the Lord is gonna do a great thing, and you have to believe that, man.
You gotta trust in the Lord. Trust. Just like you trust somebody, trust your brothers. Just trust them. Got you. Keep telling you over and over, and you're gonna be straight. It's gonna get ugly. The skinny of it is gonna get ugly out there, but you good. I'm gonna tell you that again. It's gonna get ugly, but you're gonna be good. They're gonna get effed up, but you're gonna be good. After the Lord keeps telling you over and over in layman's terms. And you gotta, I mean, it's hard to believe it because you see how bad it's getting out here. But the scriptures keep telling you, don't worry about all that. Scriptures just don't work. Yeah, I know. I told you that was gonna happen, but did it happen to you? No? Okay. Keep watching. Watch what's gonna happen next. Oh shit, that happened. Yep. Keep watching. And it gets to get ugly and ugly and ugly. You're still good. All this stuff that's happening around you, to the left, to your right, in front of you, behind you. People just dying of this, getting yoked up for that. Stuff is happening to people, and it's all in the scriptures. But you're still preaching, you still believing, still calling on the name.
Exactly, because that's them. Fuck them. You know, it's looking good for us and looking bad for them. We, you know, as everybody else getting their check marks, like, yep, and they get going on, they're gonna die. Check mark. That's what the Lord's on the left hand side. Death angels. Same thing on the right hand side. We make a check mark. We start getting persecuted. Righteous snake. That's a check mark. You know, I did that shit. That's a step closer. You know, and then the ultimate test is that chip. Deny that shit. Look up. You out of here. You know, it's not gonna be like that, but it might be.
Who knows?
That's like the synopsis of it.
That's it.
Yeah, it's a
As soon as
synopsis.
the chip is made mandatory.
It's the abridged version.
That any day, any second now, the missile. You see the missiles coming, the chariots coming. You know.
That's it. That's why we're watching so much, because we got check marks for measure of time diligence, right? You know, we got something right for next one. Come on, back.
2 Thessalonians 2 and 2. That ye be not soon shaken in mind, or be troubled, neither by spirit, nor by word, nor by letter, as from us, as the day of Hamashiach is at hand. Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come, except there come a falling away first.
Yep. So again, it's all about timing. Okay, the timing of the Lord. Okay, that time was just being spoken. The time of Romans. Okay, the Roman Empire was intact. It wasn't set up for us to be saved back then. You know, so be not deceived. Okay, because Yahweh Shai talking about, hey, you know, when you see all these things, you know, guess what? I'm coming. You know, there was wars, rumors of wars back then. That's what the disciples asked him. Will thou this time restore unto us the kingdom to Israel? You know, but it wasn't that time yet. So Apostle Paul making it clear, like, we're gonna have to fall away. It's gonna be a long time before we get out of here. You know, so be not deceived. All right. But now we're at that time. Finally, we can say, man, that's that. Now we're in that spot. And we keep on reading into it. You know, going into this double being set back up again. You know, you have to know prophecy. You have to know these prophecies. Go to bust the heart. You know, going into it again, man. You have to know these prophecies. Speak myself first foremost. If I'm preaching, I gotta know what I'm talking about. I gotta really know what I'm believing in. That's why you have to go into the history and do your diligence, because it's how you prove your faith. You know. Go ahead.
Reading on. Except there come a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition.
So the man of sin is revealed. This devil, so I mean, Esau, Edom, he was always been the devil. Like now, clear cut, dry. This is the devil. Okay,
Easy.
Esau, Edom, so white man, clear cut, dry.
Yeah.
That's that nigga. Get him, you know. That's it, bro. You know, and that's what the Lord said He was gonna do. Right? Again, this has happened. He's been revealed. Okay, Esau is out there. He's butt naked, right? And he's getting ready to get chopped up, and he's mad. Right? He knows his time coming. That's why he's gonna be bitter. Okay, because he's a sore loser. He's gonna try to come up against us. Right? The spirit of his mouth. You know, the Lord would cut Esau up. He has the entire planet Earth in his hand. He has time to cut down brothers' videos. I got like 10 subscribers. He got billions of dollars, trillions of dollars, everything he wants. You can imagine, but he's cutting down brothers' videos with like 2 views. You know what I'm saying? That's how you know he's hurt, bro. That's how you know what we believe in is true, man.
Reading on, verse 3, verse 4. Who opposeth and exalteth himself above all that is called the Most High?
Let's give me even more details. What is this man gonna be doing? He's exalting himself above the Most High. Everything that's called God. He got planes called falcons and eagles. This man making tall buildings. God
Black
complex.
Hawks.
You know, he thinks he's so original. He's just trying to copy. That's why he have artificial. You know, he wants to copy the Lord's creation and claim it as his own. That's what the devil does. He'll take your invention and put a pact on it or whatever, some kind of paper to say that's mine.
And then use it for evil.
Yeah, use it for evil. You know, like he did everything. Made water evil. Made sex evil. Everything evil. Because it's the devil. You know, he can't do no good. And that's him exalting himself against the Lord. I can make a child without the act of a man and a woman. Right. I can have designer babies. I can make you be born in 2. You know, you can eat, you can live, and I'll just give you some fluid, and I got all the vitamins you need. You don't gotta eat apples, you don't gotta eat nothing. You know, because I'm God. That's what this devil thinks. I can make a better whatever. I can make better anything because I'm better than the Lord. By my technology, come worship me. Come on my side. You know, I'm gonna show you. You know, you want to be a God? Okay, worship me. You know, and that's the that's the chip, bro.
I think got an issue.
He has a very bad issue, man. And it's like a lot of people have issues. He has the influence to actually act on his issues. Like he has money, he has time, he has all this.
He gave him power to pretty much.
Because the Lord gave him what? The power to make the image speak, the image life. You know, because a man can think all type of shit in his head. Like,
you got the power.
You don't have no power, it's nothing. Right. The Lord gave Esau power to do all that shit. All the evil shit he can think of, he's done because he has the power. You know, but that's ultimately him building up that tab because he's getting ready to be horribly judged. Okay, and that's why we're gonna be in the flesh, like shaking up a little bit. That's why we're ready to get into the chapter. Okay, be not soon shaken in mind. Like this is not for you. Don't make it for you. If you condemn yourself, you know, but it happens. You know, the Lord said, "I'm greater than your heart." So if you're condemning yourself, you know, you feel beat down, the Lord will find. He'll lift you up.
Yes, sir.
You know, that's you need that.
Verse 4 again. Who opposeth and exalteth himself above all that is called the Most High, or that is worshipped, so that he, as the Most High, sitteth in the temple of the Most High, showing himself that he is the Most High.
He's trying to take the Lord's seat. Like, he's trying to take Yahushua's seat. Like, Yahushua on the right-hand side, he's like, I want that seat.
King of Kings.
That's Esau trying to get his birthright. That's my seat. That belongs to me.
I'm the king of everything.
Yeah, I'm everything. He made his own. He wants to make his own little world, right? I'm going to go over here, and I'm going to make my world digital, everything. I'm the God. I know what you're thinking. All that. And you got to worship me. That's his major plan.
That's it.
That's Esau's plan is he got a chip.
If he could kill the Most High, he would.
He couldn't, exactly. If he had that power, he did everything else. He could go up there and shoot a God gun. I got a God gun.
You got a God gun, yeah.
He has movies about that.
Yeah.
You know, Clash of the Titans. You know, he wants to kill the gods. You know, that's what this devil's trying to do. He's trying to kill us. That's the only thing he can really do because he's in this physical realm. He can't touch the world. He can try to do with us.
But if he could, he wouldn't have that respect. No, that's God.
Who would even think about it?
Who would do that to God?
Holy.
Nah.
Yeah. You gonna challenge him?
If he had the chance to take out the Most High, he would take out the Most High. You know, most people had that respect. Like, why would you want to do that? That's God. Why would you want to do that? Like, that makes no sense. You know, but Esau, Edom, nah. His mind goes beyond that way of thinking, man. You know. Go ahead, you got it.
Yeah, that whole chapter.
Verse 4. verse 5. Remember ye not that when I was yet with you, I told you these things?
Yep. So that's our remembrance. You know, you have to know prophecy. Things start making sense, and while we're here, those big questions everybody have, you have to understand prophecy. You can't get around that. While we're here, what's going on, what's this and that, prophecy.
Yep.
That's the only way you're gonna get understanding. Okay, you have, because that's what confirmed. Like we had that question in the world. You know, we're trying to inquire: is it this? No, it ain't that. Is it this? No, I can't be that. I don't think it ain't right up. Then you came here, and this is that wholesome doctrine. It's whole. Every aspect is covered.
I was just going to say that the Bible covers everything. It covers even your UFOs.
Yep.
You want to know what UFOs are? All right, what's that thing? It's in the Bible. All right, everything. How to live, how to treat your woman. You know, how to serve the Lord perfectly. It's all in here. It's all in the book. It's all here. All right, it tells you who you are. It tells you that you're great. And it tells you that you have enemies. It tells you what's going to happen. It's all here, brother.
That's it. It's an instruction book. You know, it gives you everything you need. The word does all the thinking for you. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Reading on, verse 6. And now ye know what withholdeth, that he might be revealed in his time.
Yep. So we went into it a little bit earlier. He's going to be revealed in his time. The time for this devil to go down is now. He went down to the Romans. The four beasts. You know, it fell. It was wounded, but it came back. Okay, that dragon came back alive. You know, to where we see now. Okay, but he hasn't been done away with yet. We're still in the four beasts, right? So him being revealed in his time, now is a time where he's going to be done away with. The Lord, Heavenly Father Yahweh gave Yahushua the authority to now take this man out. You know.
Yeah. I need a card, but I got to go.
Verse 7.
Can I get a card?
Call it again.
2 Thessalonians 2, verse 7. For the mystery of iniquity doth already work.
Yep, so there you go. He was already working then. Okay? The Greek freaks, and then at the time of the Romans, Esau was in power. He was working. He was already working. Okay? Working his wickedness. When he came into power, read the Maccabees. The wickedness increased to a number not even fathom, okay, to be possible. Talk about this devil, what this devil would do to the Babylonians. You know, like he did that. You know? So imagine how much more in this time. You know, this devil has gone way far and beyond all that, because now he has technology to an instant. For one man to do how much sin he did in this world, it probably took him 10 years to do what he does now. In a week, a man could do so much wickedness compared to the ancient man back then.
Strong man make a good woman.
Hey, real quick, I remember him was one of my teachers from high school.
Hey, now look at the table. You
Yeah.
a bad boy. Man, this dude was bad. I called him. I'm sorry, I don't want to get stirred.
Nah, you good.
But I called him my class one day. I said, boy, you sure got all the bad grades. I'm going to fail you. He went back in the corner. Man, that MF gave me a nail.
Yeah, it's on camera now.
Glad to see you doing good, brother.
Yeah.
That's how it goes.
It's always good.
When you know yourself.
I had them women though, right?
Yeah, I used to shake my head.
Oh, shit.
I need a card. I need a card.
Yeah, come on, I never forget a face.
YouTube.
We're here every day. We're here every Saturday.
I'm a working man.
You got YouTube? You on YouTube, on the internet?
I got a telephone.
There you go.
Hey,
Hey,
real quick, hey.
Yeah.
But what I come to realize from high school, man, they taught us a lot of history in high school, but the true history, man, these so-called Negroes, the Negroes, right? They taught us in high school about slavery and everything. But through the Spirit of the Lord has revealed unto us, man, that the so-called Negroes over here in America, that we are the Jews, the original Jews, the Israelites that the Bible speak about. And we pretty much fled into Africa in 70 AD when the Romans persecuted okay? And then the Africans sold us over here, but this was all prophesied in the scriptures that this will happen to God's people. Now in school they teach us about the Holocaust and all this stuff, but the real Jews are the so-called Negroes over here in America. All right, it's Jesus Christ. This is the so-called white man. All right, Cedric Borgia. Flip that over real quick.
That's the devil.
You have to switch it about.
Yeah, he looked like
all right,
the
during
devil.
the time of the Renaissance period. All right,
That's right.
this man lived during 1400s and 1500s. Now, the Bible describes the Lord, he looks like this, man. All right, this is the true image of the Lord. All right, and this is the history that they don't teach us in public schools because,
Churches.
you know, it's all, because now when I came into this, I used to be in high school, like they never taught us anything but it's like Greek and Roman history. When they teach us about our history, there's always slaves. That's all. That's why history class I always failed history class because I couldn't relate to it. Because it was always how these white people were great conquerors and they did. You know what I mean? I took 8 advanced placement world history college courses, and they would just teach us Romans and all this stuff. But when it came to our history, that's why the white kids they would prosper. They would be all into it. They get all A's because when they read the history, the greatness, it was always to them. That's why I never could make good grades and stay focused because it was white supremacy all throughout the education.
I think you were struggling. You were struggling with the whole concept of education.
Yeah.
And I knew I tried to reach it a certain way, different way. I used to always talk about Black history.
Yeah, you did. You was different.
Especially Haiti.
Yeah.
Our history of Haiti.
Those the Haitians are the Levites. They are the Israelites. Yeah. All right, we're all the same people. We're God's people, but we were put in this predicament because matter of fact, get Jeremiah 17 and 4 real quick. Hey, I don't mean get Jeremiah 17 and 4 real quick because I actually have one of my teachers here from high school. You know what I'm saying? And show him like, yo,
he was smart though. I knew it.
He got on your nerves. He got on your nerves.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 17, verse 4. And thou, even thyself, shall discontinue from thy heritage that I gave thee.
So this is the heritage. We're Israelites, right? We lost our heritage. Now we call Negroes, West Indians, Haitians. But this is our heritage. We're the Israelites. The Negroes would be the tribe of Judah. West Indians, the Caribbeans would be the so-called Jamaicans, would be the Benjaminites. Then the Haitians would be the Levites. All right, those are the dark tribes. But the Lord said He will cause us to discontinue from our heritage that He gave thee. Read on.
It says, going back, it says, Jeremiah 17 and 4, and thou, even thyself, shall discontinue from thy heritage that I gave thee, and I will cause thee to serve thy enemies in the land which thou knowest not.
Yeah, so pick up the slavery sign right now. So the Lord say, I'm going to cause you to serve your enemies. All right? I'm going to cause you to serve your enemies in the land which thou knowest not. Now this was already written. The prophet Moses wrote this down thousands of years before it actually happened when we came over here in the 1600s. Okay? When they brought us over here. But our history, the Lord prophesied that in the Bible that, look, I'm going to cause you to serve your enemy. You're going to discontinue from their heritage. So now they call us niggas, Negroes, Hispanics, wetbacks, whatever. He said, I'm going to cause you to, because this is a royal priesthood, to be called an Israelite. He said, I'm going to cause you to discontinue from that, and I'm going to cause you to serve your enemies. And that's why the movie like Roots, Kuta Kinte, they beat it out of them. Your name is Toby. Your name is, say it. My name is Toby. So they beat our heritage out of us. All right? They beat our heritage out of us. Because that's the curse. That's the curses that the Lord put on us, man, for punishment. Read on, it's going to tell you.
It says, Jeremiah 17, go back.
Get Deuteronomy 28, somebody.
No. All right. It says, going back to 17 and 4, it says, for ye have kindled a fire in my anger, which shall burn forever.
So we made the Lord upset, man. We made him upset. We as a people. And then, so what?
Nothing.
He put us in captivity.
We're nothing.
This is our punishment.
We're nothing.
This is our punishment. That's why we the lowest. All right, in this society, that's a punishment. We used to be at the high.
If I buy your soul, you buy my soul.
We used to be high, but the Lord brought us down low, man, to this condition.
One thing.
Go ahead.
The greatest thinkers in American history are Americans, black men.
Absolutely.
W.D. Du Bois, Langston, Malcolm, the history, the scientists, all these engineers, black engineers. I watched his brother on TV last night. His name is Harry. He's a pianist.
Where we
he teaches folks. He's a master pianist. So we're the greatest thinkers. And I go to Africa.
We can't come together.
Every year.
We can come together now. The group we got right now.
They the smartest. What's our association
million
with
of us.
Africans today?
All
Because
right.
the dudes in Ybor City told me we ain't with this.
Yeah, see, they going off. So check this out.
My ancestors are African.
Deuteronomy 26.
I'm damn the word they did.
Alright. I explained that to you. The connection between us and Africans. I explained, get that at 64.
We forgot about ourselves.
Yeah, get that one.
It's the book of Deuteronomy 28.
We forgot about our own selves.
No, but read 64 though.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's the book of Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 64. And the Lord Yahweh shall scatter thee among all people from the one end of the earth even unto the other.
So when you look at the transatlantic slave trade, it goes all over the place.
Right.
Those
Everywhere.
arrows,
Everywhere.
everywhere, all
Forgot
around the
about
world. But the
our
Lord
own
just said
self.
that. The Lord just said that real quick. Read it again.
Deuteronomy 28, 64. And the Lord Yahweh shall scatter thee among all people from the one end of the earth even unto the other. And there thou shalt serve other gods,
Yep.
which neither thou nor thy fathers have known, even wood and stone.
So here it is, you in Africa, but you worshiping a white God. The Lord say you shall serve other gods, man. I'm gonna bring you.
That's true.
I'm gonna bring you all over the world.
They worship white gods.
We
and
didn't
They
protect
worship
our own.
him.
We didn't
in
protect
Africa.
our
Yeah.
All
own.
throughout Africa.
We protect our own.
White Jesus.
Exactly.
this
So the Lord
conversation.
say, I'm gonna scatter you all over the world, and you gonna serve other
got
gods.
to.
Because why? We don't want to serve
Well,
Him.
we have nothing.
We don't want to serve Him.
We
So
got
what?
nothing.
He punished us.
If
He
I
say,
buy
all right,
your
yo,
salt,
he
you buy
pretty
my
much
sugar. You supposed to
casted
have
us off.
some
That's why
kind
we
of
got kicked out of the land. Okay? But that's
Go
the
to Atlanta.
punishment.
Go to Atlanta. Go to
Get that
Atlanta.
real.
It's
You,
black
I don't
all
know your belief on the Bible or not.
I'm ordained.
Okay.
I'm
I don't
a
know what that
Baptist.
means.
I'm a Baptist. I'm a
But that's
Baptist.
The Ham-
That's why I can
The
say.
Ham definition. Now the flood, right? You had Noah and his 3 sons.
Right.
Shem, Ham, and Japheth.
Right.
The land of Ham, that would be Africa today.
Right.
All right, Ham. Now let's read Ham. All right.
So the Bible Compact Dictionary, and it says Ham. It says the youngest son of Noah, born probably about 96 years before the flood, and one of 8 persons to live through the flood.
Yep.
He became the progenitor of the dark races,
Of the dark races, go ahead.
not the Negroes,
Not the Negroes, go ahead.
but the Egyptians,
Africans.
Ethiopians,
Africans.
Libyans,
Uh-huh.
and Canaanites. His indecency when his father lay drunken
Yep.
brought the
Indecency.
curse upon Canaan.
Yeah,
Indecency.
Yep. So, all right, we fled. Remember, we're in Israel. We're the Israelites. We fled when the Romans sacked Jerusalem. All right, we fled from Israel into the west coast of Africa. So when you probably go to west coast of Africa, like
No,
Nigeria,
East
or
Africa.
East
Uganda.
Africa, all right, Uganda. So our people are amongst them.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've seen the movie. Is it Roots? Where it was like, yo, don't put those slaves on those people.
That's right.
Those
Separate.
people. These are the wandering Jews of Africa. All right. So that
That's
was
why he
that
ran.
was
That's
us.
why he ran.
So we got our
He wasn't
people
doing it.
amongst the Africans. So we don't just say, oh no, we ain't. No, our people
I
are
ain't
actually
from
living
Africa.
amongst the Africans.
You
They
not
look
from
like the
Africa.
Africans. You
Our
know?
ancestors from
they
Africa.
compare us to Africans, but we're different, man. All right, they dark
Totally.
nations just like us.
Holy.
Just like I know you seen a dark East Indian,
Yeah.
a dark, so there's many dark
I
nations.
seen one too.
Australia, yeah, they're dark, but
I seen one
everybody was
blacker
dark
than
at
me.
one point in
That's
time.
right.
I'm black
Before the
so and
white
so.
man came
Boy, I
to the
bet
planet.
you that.
So our people are among the Africans, but we're not Africans. We're Israelites. We come from the line of Shem. They come from the line of
Common
Ham.
sense, baby
All right.
boy.
So,
Common
go ahead.
sense.
I got a
Common
precept
sense.
going into the transatlantic slave trade because again, this is our history that we discontinued from, right? You talking about the Africans and things like that, right?
That's right.
This is in
We
the book of
wasn't there, we
Joel,
wasn't there.
chapter
Talk
3, I'm gonna start at
about
verse
now.
3.
Yep.
It says, they have cast lots for my people and have given a boy for a harlot.
Cast lots meaning they sold us, right?
Auction
Right here.
blocks.
Auction blocks. This son, where is that?
That's
Right
That's
here.
right.
It has cast lots for my
That's right.
people.
Down north.
Yeah.
And do you know what the
New York,
items,
everywhere.
Yeah.
You
do you
know.
know the items that they used to trade them for?
Items.
Yeah, they was using some type of currency. They didn't just give him money for it, right? You understand that?
That's
They
right.
tell you
They gave
that-
them muskets, they
Right.
gave them wine, and then also prostitution.
That's right.
This is why there was a shortage of men over there in Africa because the Africans was taking up muskets that they was getting, and they was hunting down other of their own tribes. This is how they got in that messed up situation they're in
The
now.
white girls too. The white girls in the
But we just dealing with our people though, right? So now we're reading an account of what happened before this even took place, right? Going back to Joel 3 and 3, they have cast lots for my people, and they've given a boy for a harlot, and sold a girl for wine that they might drink. So the prophecy would say this is exactly how the transatlantic slave trade would go down, right? We go further into it. Yea, what do you have to do with me, O Tyre and Zidon, and all the coast of Palestine? And we're just going into these are the Africans, right? So the Lord is talking to some Africans right now about selling our people into slavery, right? Keep reading. It says, yea, what do you have to do with me, O Tyre and Zidon, and all the coast of Palestine? Will you render me a recompense? And if you recompense me swiftly and speedily, will I return it, your recompense upon your own head? Because you have taken my silver and my gold and carried them into your temples, my goodly pleasant things. Here's the point. Remember, we were reading about the Africans selling the Israelites, right? So-called Negroes, Latino, well, really just the Negroes at that point, right? So we have the players. You have the Israelites being sold by the Africans, right?
Right.
Now, verse 6 says, the children of Judah, all right, and the children of Jerusalem,
right? Children of Judah, who's Judah? The Negroes.
Well, we can get back to that. This is in the book of Joel. But that's going into the same prophecy.
Oh,
Joel. Yeah, Joel.
I got you.
Right? So going back to Joel 3 and 6, the children of Judah and the... Give me a second. Wait on this truck so you can get to understand.
Ask the question, I gotta go.
It says the children of Judah and the children of Jerusalem have you sold unto the Grecians, that you might remove them far from their border. Now the Grecians, as we know, is the so-called white man, right?
Right.
Now the so-called white man was doing trade with these so-called Africans, right? There was a three-party system. You had the so-called white man buying slaves from, or Israelites, other black people from so-called other black people, right? The Africans was rounding us up. You ever been out there? I believe it's in Ghana. They have the port of no return, the gates of no return. Those was Africans.
Senegal.
They got, I think, 3 of them over there still standing to this day.
Right.
Where they would take us and they would ship us out. So you knew that those wasn't the same people.
That's
they had
right.
one people gathering up one group of people and sell them to these white people, right?
That's right.
And this was all prophesied before we got there.
That's right.
Now you can go back to Deuteronomy. All right, go ahead.
Let's get 68, Deuteronomy 28, because this is the ultimate curse right here.
Can I ask a
that we,
question before I go?
Hold your question, man.
I gotta ask this question.
Go ahead.
Who told you that we were black? Who told
The white
you?
man
The
told us we
white
were black.
man told us that?
Yeah.
Did you tell him that he was white?
No, he's red.
You read that shit in the book, right?
What do you mean?
Ain't nobody know who are we. We got a pandemic going on.
We know who we are. Let's
Yeah,
go.
we
All
go
right.
ahead.
This is the book of Deuteronomy 28, verse 68.
Yep.
See.
Now listen to this curse right
Come
here,
on, here,
brother.
Cleveland.
Listen to
You
this
know
curse
you
right here.
will talk to me,
And the
Cleveland.
Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
In Egypt, all right, the children of Israel were already delivered out of Egypt before. All right, thousands of years ago.
Right.
Moses came and delivered them.
That's right.
All right, but he said, I shall bring you into Egypt again with ships. Somebody get Revelations 11 and 8. Okay? So the Lord said, I'm going to bring you into Egypt again with ships. Now, Egypt just means double straits, meaning a hard time. So I'm going to bring you into a hard time again with ships. All right?
This is Revelation chapter 11, verse 8. And their dead bodies shall lie in the street of the great city, which is spiritually called Sodom and Egypt.
So this is that place spiritually called Sodom and Egypt. Because why? They let homosexuals get all kind of rights here. All right, this is Sodom and Gomorrah. Ancient Sodom, spiritually Sodom and Gomorrah. In Egypt.
Years.
Okay, spiritually called Sodom, their dead body, meaning we were dead to who we are. We didn't know it. Now we know who we are. We're the Israelites.
Black person.
All right, we were spiritually dead, man. We were disconnected from God. Now we know who He is now. Go ahead.
It says, going back, it says, which is spiritually called Sodom and Egypt, where our Lord was crucified.
And the image of our Lord was crucified over here, man. All right, into a so-called white man. Now go back to Deuteronomy 28, right?
It's the book of Deuteronomy 28, 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
So this is talking about America. I'm gonna bring you into a hard time again, but with ships. All right, go ahead.
By the way thereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again.
Yep.
And there yet shall be sold unto your enemies.
We were sold unto our enemies. They sold us. All right, go ahead.
And there you shall be sold unto your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen, and no man shall buy you.
So meaning no man gonna redeem us. Like Malcolm X, he tried to save us. Martin Luther King, all these people try to save us, but the Lord say ain't nobody gonna save us. The only person gonna be able to get us out of this is the person that put us in this situation, man. All right, which is our Savior.
One thing.
Go ahead.
The book of Deuteronomy was written before Jacob's tribe went into Egypt. So what does it mean by again? If it hasn't happened when it was written.
That was spoken after it was delivered.
Yeah.
So this is Moses addressing. Yeah. It's a time frame. It's not just
You
one
said the
day.
book of Deuteronomy was written after.
They got the laws. That's when they started getting the laws and all those things.
Moses
After
is
they came out.
addressing Israel now.
So
pretty
y'all
much.
gonna
If you go
help
on,
You
on a
said
person-
that Deuteronomy was written by Moses then.
First 5
Yeah.
books were.
Okay.
Yeah. So he's gonna bring us again to Egypt again with ships. Now, when you look at the so-called Jews, somebody get Revelation 2 and 9. All right, the so-called Jews and Europeans, they converts. They converted to that land. They got that land in 1948.
That's right.
All right, by the Jewish, the FBI
That's
put them in
right.
that.
Americans and the British.
Yeah, exactly. So what? They
German.
take it upon our identity and call themselves
That's
Jews.
right.
So read that.
This is Revelation chapter 2, verse 9. I know thy works and tribulation.
Tribulation and poverty. That's what we in. Them so-called Jews, they own everything. Banks,
That's right.
welfare state. So
We ain't got
the prophecy
nothing.
not applying to them. The Lord
I
say,
thought
my
you was
people,
talking about
I know
my
they works,
sugar.
they tribulation and poverty. All right, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, Doc.
It says, Revelation 2 and 9, I know thy works and tribulation and poverty, but thou art rich.
But we are rich. Why? Because this is our heritage. The kingdom of heaven. Go ahead.
I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews and are not, but the synagogue of Satan.
Yeah. They say they are Jews and are not, man.
They're not.
Those are the fake Jews, man. All right,
Y'all
and,
eat chicken?
and the Lord
Y'all
Yahweh
eat
Shai,
chicken? Y'all eat
all right,
chicken?
was a so-called black man. He would be considered a Jew. So this is what the Bible described him as. Now that don't look like a European. That looks like
looks like mine.
exactly hairline
Whoa.
full. Okay, so that's
Yeah.
that's
right.
our brother, man.
That's right.
We
You know,
cool.
you gotta,
That's what they saying.
Yeah, because this is history what we're playing back
That's
again.
right, brother.
What has been taught. You know, this only fits us.
That's
This
why
history
they
has
hate
not
us
happened to the
so bad.
so-called white
We're
man.
cool.
Being brought over in slave ships, being sold. When does that happen to him? You might say one person, two persons, maybe on accident you get away with that. But as a whole, we're only here because we've been brought over here. You know, so this is the history that we have been taught.
Are you familiar with the Khazars, Jews?
yeah,
The
the
Khazars.
Khazars. Yeah,
Khazars.
that's what they are. Converts.
So that's who they are.
Yeah.
In 800, 900 AD, they decided they had to jump on this religion because it dominated the world.
Exactly.
So they took it. They was in Northern Europe.
Yep.
They took it.
And he knows.
and
It's
came
740
on
AD.
through.
It's
I was teaching that in high school.
Oh yeah, wait. Yeah, hey,
But
you're
yeah,
right.
yeah, that's a foundation for what I should be hearing. I hear what you're saying about the white man and all this type of stuff. But they was in Europe and decided they kind of flipped the coin. What they believe is Islam or it's Judaism.
Yep, very exactly.
That's what they chose.
Exactly.
And they chose, and then they chose the right thing because they, like you said, they had power of the world.
Yeah, but the Lord is going to put us back in that power, man, when He returns.
But you know, I got to run, man.
Oh, go
Let me
ahead,
give
man,
you a
but-
donation.
Yeah, we can give him time.
Give you a donation.
Thank you. All right, man. Hey, take care, man. It was good seeing you.
I ain't gonna say that. I ain't gonna say that.
I thought I had to beat you up. Bro.
Yeah. Hey, I ain't gonna lie, I was here, man.
That's a beautiful
All right,
lesson
man.
right
Hey, look at
there.
that. It's a spirit.
I gotta go too.
Call Allah Yabashim Yasham,
You already know what I love.
Yeah, we know the word.
All right. Yeah, we know you love the Lord, brother.
I guarantee.
Hey, but to bring
Hey,
out,
man, she has a testimony, man. Long teacher, man.
Oh,
you now become his teacher.
we
You
need one. Yeah, come
How you
on,
think?
teacher. Come
But
on.
going back into what the brothers was bringing out as far as the Holocaust and the things that happened to the so-called Jews, you know, they use this as their leverage. Oh, you know what happened to us? The Holocaust, what happened to us? What happened to us? This is why the whole world's paying them reparations to this same very day, man. This is why they get to go over and they have these things like the what is it, the ADL or whatever it is, where you can't talk about them because of the atrocities that happened to them, man. But bro, let's give them that story of the 6 million Jews that then got exterminated in the gas chamber. Let's say that all was real, right? And it's 6 million people, right? What about the hundreds of millions of the Native Americans that was exterminated from this here land, man? Or what was it, like 90, what was it, like somewhere like, no, it was like 13 million of them that landed here in America, the so-called slaves that landed here in America, but it was more like a 90-something million so-called Negroes that got onto those slave ships, and the majority of them died in the middle passages, man. All right, over like 90 million of them down in the middle passages, right? This is Daniel 9 and 12. It says he has confirmed his words which he spake against us and against our judges that judged us. Like the brother was going into these curses and the prophecies and the certain things that will befall us if we didn't keep the covenant, right? It says, by bringing upon us a great evil. Well, again, he brought up upon us these curses. Part of the curses was Esau. For under the whole heaven have not been done as have been done unto Jerusalem. Right? So you got, what, 6 years? I don't even want to say 6 years. It was like World War II, 1942 or something like that, where they was over there in the so-called Holocaust, right? This was in one little place, in one area, man. And they know who they are, man. They get reparations for that, man. Our people, we have to sit here and fight with them and show them who their heritage is and who they were, man, who their God is, man. There's nothing more disrespectful you can do to a man and take away his God, man. He can't cry out to his own God, man. You didn't change his name and everything else like that, man. Separated his... Who do you call on? Jesus and God? They had us bound down to this goddamn white man. What do you mean they took away our God, man? They crucified our Lord in this here place, man. Hey, we're not gonna, this is the conditions that we're in right now, man. All right, these so-called Jewish people over here, man, they get money and everything else back up, man. We still at the bottom of the barrel of the earth, man. Our people are in this condition right now because of the so-called white man, man. These so-called Jewish people ain't walking around looking like this, man, and bugged out like this in their head, man. It's only our people like this, man. When the truth is right there in front of them, you trying to feed them. Our people so bugged out and so destroyed, man, that you can't even give it to them, man. You talk to these damn Amalekites, these fake Jews over there, and you try to tell them, yo, you're not the real people. They're like, you know what? You're right. We don't even feel like this. But our own people, man, you try to give them gold, they reject it, man. You try to give our people food, they're starving, they reject it, man. There's been no evil done under the earth that's been done to our people, and we got living examples walking around us every day, man.
It's the book of Hosea, chapter 4, verse 6. My people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge. Because thou hast rejected knowledge,
That's right.
I will also reject thee, that thou shalt be no priest to me. Seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy God, I will also forget thy children.
Yep, because that's how it happens. You know, cause and effect. You know, the behavior of our people. You know, the Lord came down hardest on us because we're His children. It says in the book of Amos. You know, all the families of the earth turn on us. So that's why we're being chastised for our iniquities. You know?
You're getting on my nerves. And I told you time. They're like the Lord do us.
Well, that's just how it goes. You know, they come to save. You know, to try to take away the word. You know, he's here for a distraction. But
That's why I ignored him the whole time. I was trying to teach him.
Yeah, because saying gets his power away, you give him no attention. You know, you think about any scary movie, you give the demon power over you, that's the fear. You know, think about the movie It.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He gets bigger and more vicious when you give him more power.
It'll flee. You know, notice when that happens, every time someone comes up, every time, it never fails, someone comes up and tries to get edified, it's always, they come in twos. You know?
But that's why the Lord put spirit of discernment on you.
Yeah.
Because I already saw that
It's like,
a long time ago, but
Yep.
I kept teaching him.
yeah. And it worked. It worked.
I already discerned it already. Like now,
I see it. Yeah.
I'm a focus and try to really put as much on him
Yep.
for him.
Because that's the spirit of the Lord giving him a fair chance.
Yeah.
You know? He's like,
You got it, bro. You got it, bro.
It's the book of Mark 4:14. The sower soweth the word, and these are they by the wayside, where the word is sown. But when they have heard, Satan cometh immediately and taketh away the word that was sown in their hearts.
Yeah, so knowing the balance of this thing is like, you know, going to the book of Ephesians, we wrestle not against flesh and blood. So if you believe the angels around us, which they are, the right hand side angels, best believe left hand side angels right there, just in case you fall. You know, trying to get in, trying to infiltrate, and that's your mind. You know, trying to find some room, find some wiggle room, so they can infiltrate you, your mind. And once that seed's planted, okay, the left hand side, that's you going the wayside. You know, so that's what happens. You know, the word's only going to profit to those that, you know, be mixed with faith. You know, everything else is just a sideshow. You know, it's all a circus show because that's what Satan does. You know, he's trying to distract you. You know, but going into our focus, we're supposed to be single-minded. You know, this is natural. So it's supposed to happen. It just shows you that what you have is precious. That's right. You don't see nobody contend against Christianity. You know, true Christianity is right here. That's where resistance coming from us. Our bills are getting cut off. You know what I'm saying? Everybody else still got their platform. They still got millions of views. They're still loved by the world. We're the ones we're the issue. You know, that just shows again the Lord's doing.
You ain't know about they been open. You ain't know about they seed, and they just gave it to us out the left. He planted this thing. Come on here. I'm waiting on you. Don't wait on me, because I got a...
7, I think it was like 7. Yeah.
All right, this is the book of 2 Thessalonians 2, verse 7. For the mystery of iniquity doth already work. Only he who now letteth will let until he be taken out of the way.
Yep. So the Lord gotta take this devil out the way. You know, and they're going to, hey, these mouths must be stopped. You know, all this scoffing and stuff like that. It's funny, you know, we laugh because we know this man's end is not gonna be too good. You know, and it's unfortunate, you know, because we really love our people, you know, but they don't show the same love back. It's not unconditional. You know, so that's what the Lord is, hey, He's gonna put a spirit on us. That these people that have given us trouble and bothering us, they're not gonna last too long. You know. Go ahead. They don't even know it. You know.
Verse 8. And then shall that wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming.
Yep, so these thermonuclear missiles, that's the big shut up. You know, all that, shut up, okay? That's these thermonuclear missiles.
Yep.
Because that's what the time we're coming into, the time of trouble. All this game and playing and stuff, you can do all this shit now because you have liberty. You can ride your bike, you can do all that bullshit because you have liberty. So when the time comes and that's taken away from, you can't do none of that no more. You know, because all them things you took not into account, you're gonna have to, because everything we see is being monitored. You know, you're good, you're bad, you're ugly, everything. You know, where it says the sentence against the evil work is not executed speedily. Therefore, the hearts of sons of men is fully set to do evil.
Yep.
He don't even consider he's doing evil. Nope. That's why you don't give him no attention, because wait, there's no reasoning with a devil. Okay, you don't really reason with demons because there's no reasoning. Maybe that's supposed to be a women's spirit.
And then when the martial law troops are posted up on every block, on every corner, and every block, you can't do nothing.
Martial law, you're not gonna be doing all this stuff, man.
You worried about a virus. You worried about the martial law troop. Oh, don't go outside. You can't go outside at this time. They're gonna get you. We gotta go grocery shopping, but we can't go to the grocery store because they're blocking it all off. You know, then what?
And that's the trap.
Yeah.
That's what Satan's gonna be like. Hey, I got you.
Mm-hmm.
Take this chip.
There it is.
Straight.
Yep.
All that stuff you worried about, you good. Get the chip. Right? And that's gonna be you getting some thermonuclear missiles. Brightness of his coming. Right.
Come on here. Go back.
Verse 9. Even him who's coming is after the working of Satan.
Yep, so we went into earlier, going into those false Jews, the synagogue of Satan. They work the devil's work, right? And they run the earth right now, Job 9:24, right? So everybody else, you know, because he's going to his work, you know, it says, though hand join a hand. You know, so everybody else that join a hand building with this devil, Satan, they're going to be destroyed too. Right? Whether you know it or not, you know, there's a lot of people, they unconsciously serve the devil. You know, they're just blinded. We're going to go into that. They're blinded, you know.
With all power and signs and lying wonders.
Yep, so that's that ultimately that chip. Signs, lying wonders, going into his technology. You got buzzing motorcycles and stuff like that. You know, this is just miracles. You can get to LA to New York in 3 hours, 4 hours. That's a miracle. That kind of journey back then, that would take months. Years.
Years.
You know what I'm saying? Apostle Paul's journeys, if Imagine he had a car, it would be one book.
Yeah.
You know? But going to this devil in this time now, the Lord gave this man the ability to go into what? His wickedness. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Verse 10. And with all deceivableness of unrighteousness in them that perish, because they receive not the love of the truth.
So there it is. They receive not the love of the truth. Okay? Majority of our people have not received love of truth because they've been deceived. They've been deceived. They took that. They bit that apple, but it's not an apple. They went into philosophies. And that shit tastes good, you know? Yep. And if the bread of deceit, it tastes good, you know? Until it hits your belly, okay? What? The reality of things starts kicking in, like, I got a bad fucking deal. And that's when people are gonna realize they had the bad deal. They took they signed their name on the wrong line.
You sure did.
You know? Bad deal. They woke up from that big ass headache now, hangover. They're gonna realize that they're lost, confused, and they're getting ready to be destroyed.
And with all deceivableness of unrighteousness in them that perish, because they have received not the love of the truth, that they might be saved.
Because it says receive with meekness. Then afterwards able to save your soul. People are not going to humble down. You know, they have the answers. So let them have it. Let the 50 be 50 still. There's no reason to debate. I'm not going to get upset over somebody that just don't want to get it. and just move on. Save yourself the stress. You know, at the end of the day, you're gonna have to find your mind now, thoughts like, man, fuck this nigga, bro. Just don't even give no energy. Go home, do what you gotta do, make sure you're studying, fasting, whatever you gotta do to make sure you're on the good side. Try to find favor in the time of coming.
Verse 11. And for this cause, the Most High shall send them strong delusion that they should believe a lie, that they all might be damned who believe not the truth, but had pleasure in unrighteousness.
So the deceive and the deceiver are his. Okay, the Lord set these people up to be destroyed. Right? They're set up for the kill. Okay, their damnation. All right, the Lord blinded them. He don't want them. Right? That's scary. You know. So that's it's a extremely thin line. Right? And it says a thin line between love and hate. A very fucking thin line. Okay, and there's a thin line between love and hate, and it's gonna be a big difference when it's time we're coming into. The Lord gonna show how much He really hates His wicked in this world. Okay, and He's gonna show how much He really loves His elect. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, find a good point to probably end off. Brother, probably go to 15. 15. Yeah, right.
Verse. 2 Thessalonians 2 and 15. No, 13. But
go to 15.
Go to 15. Okay. Verse 15. Therefore, brethren, stand fast and hold the traditions which ye have been taught.
Yep. Hold on to it. Hold on to it. You know, embrace it. Really get snug. Grab on. Lock in. This is what's going to save your soul. You know, don't give up for nothing. In comparison about the pill, don't give up the ball. You got juke with a stiff arm. Protect the ball. Go ahead.
Therefore, brethren, stand fast and hold the traditions.
Boldness, really. Boldness, go ahead.
Which ye have been taught, whether by word or our epistle.
Yep, continue things which thou hast learned. You know, this we're being taught is for us in that day, being built up in that time. Everything we learned, we heard, we practiced, because we're being exercised, is going to come into play when we really have to face that time of judgment. Okay, you know, the day of Jacob's trouble. Let's read out.
Verse 16. Now our Lord Yahushua Hamashiach Himself and the Most High, even our Father, which have loved us and have given us everlasting consolation.
Consolation is a prize, kingdom. We have something to look forward to. These people do not. That's why they want to live it up, you know, live fast, all this stuff, because they're getting ready to be destroyed. Our promise is coming. It says the faith is evidence of things hoped for. Faith. Let me paraphrase something. Hebrews 11 chapter, right? Faith is substance things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. There you go. Go ahead.
And hath given us everlasting consolation and good hope through grace. Comfort your hearts, establish you in every good word and work.
So the faith, man. You know, this is our work. Our job is to believe. That's it. The Lord didn't make it complicated. He said, believe on me and do the works. Whatever your lot is, do it. Right? You know what it is in your heart. If you think you can do more, do more. Right? If you feel like you need to adjust, adjust. You know, but that's the grace the Lord gave us. You know, the Lord gave us grace. He said His grace is sufficient for us. You know, so don't overcomplicate it. Make it simple. Keep it simple. Right? Because we're not here to save ourselves. It's always coming to save us. You know, but it comes into what manner of man going into a conversation goes into your conduct. Right? How you conduct yourself out here in the midst of everything. That's your integrity. Right? So. With that, you know, I want to give all praises to
Bashem, Yahushua, Bashem, Rakakadash.
Double honors again to those who cross the great millstone. And peace and blessed to the hope of Israel. Shalom.
All right.